We alive, boy. Right, Dwayne jumped in early, boy. What's up, Dwayne?
Bruv.
Hey, listen, you was right down that second half. You was right, man. Lomo took a beating, bro. Like, he's lucky that Haney didn't hit that hard, man. I
Bruv,
waited to hear the decision, but how you score it?
I had it Loma 7-5.
Oh, yeah? All right, but I can't argue. I can't even.
I had Loma
Listen,
7-5.
Lomo's like Haney, boy. Listen, they don't like each other still.
Haney, the thing with Haney, what cost him was it was like he was scared in the moment in the beginning of the fight. So he gave Loma 2 of the first 3 rounds. Then he won a bunch in the middle up until I think it was round 8. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. He might be in front of me. I got landed. They got Lomo landed 5 more punches. This is a close fight. They scored this a draw. Huh? It's a draw.
Oh, Haney won.
Haney
He
won.
won by 115, 113. That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
bogus, bro.
Nah, not really. Not really.
Nah.
Not really. Haney was winning a bunch of rounds, man. A bunch of rounds, you know. Not really. He was winning a bunch of rounds, but I give Lomo that guy that, but he's winning a bunch of rounds. Here we go. Let me see it on this one.
Basically, they said if Haney didn't win the 12th round, it would have been a draw. Nah, that's bogus, man. I think that's bogus, bruv. No, I just think it's bogus because they gave.
Unanimous.
Nah, I just think like they gave Haney. So there was
160, 112. Whoa, that's a wide.
That's mean. That's what I mean.
Haney
I
is
just
the
think
guy,
they're
bro.
looking at it like Loma's on the way out.
Yeah.
Haney said he's staying at top rank. Bruv, come on, man. This is all fixed.
Yeah.
Haney's saying at top rank. He's 24, bruv. Come on.
Yeah, but Lomo,
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Haney does not beat Tank, and he does not beat.
Lomo, there was round when Lomo wasn't doing nothing, though. He was just moving around.
Bruv, there was rounds where Loma was landing clean punches.
But there was rounds he wasn't doing nothing, bro. He was just moving
Yeah, but
around.
also, but you could say that, but you can also say there was rounds where he was blocking Haney's work.
Listen, he was taking, to America, bro. To America. They ain't messing around. That's their guy, bro. Like, that's their guy, man.
Bruv, this guy doesn't beat Tank or Shakur, please. He was hurting. If Loma had power, yeah, bruv.
If Haney had power, Loma would have been knocked out.
Yeah, but that's what but you didn't see this. You guys, yeah. What annoys me in our group chat, yeah. What annoys me is like you guys. You think you know boxing, but none of you know boxing, bruv. I said this. I said no. I said the reason why I gave Loma a real chance in this fight because if you look, when Loma lost his 2 fights prior to this, what was the case? He fought Teofimo Lopez, who was quick, who could counter, who had power. Okay, the counter and the quick doesn't matter. It's the power. When he lost to Salido, what happened? Salido came in overweight.
Hold up, let me hear what you say. Let me hear what else to say. Yeah, see? Oh, shit.
Oh, he had to throw that in, bro. Nah.
Hold on, let me hit. Hold on.
Hey, he had to throw that shot in there.
What shot was that? What shot was that?
He said he's a good fighter. Loma said he's a good fighter, but he ain't no pound for pound.
What, who cares? He's sorty, though.
Huh?
He's sorty. Now, let me hit. He's sorty, though. That's what it is. He's a sorty guy.
Well, wouldn't you be, bro? You
Hold on.
basically.
Let me hear what he says. Hold on. Let me hear him say. That's bullshit, man. You're hating. You can't be saying shit like that, bro. What kind of bullshit is that? Like, you can't be
See,
saying
even
stuff.
even Shakur come out and Shakur said he beat Devin, bro. He said
Like,
he just said it.
he can't come out and just say the man not pound for pound. He beat him, bro. The judges, like, I thought it was very close, yeah. Like, one of the judges, 160, 112. I don't see that. There are enough people come support Haney.
Yeah, but also you also need to understand it's boxing narrative, bro. EJ, you know this.
Narrative, the ESP, or the comment.
But you're saying this. But Devin Haney just said on in the press
Oh, she
conference
is. Oh, she
on
is.
Thursday, bro. He just said, "I'm gonna stay with."
Yeah, let me.
He just said, bro, "I'm gonna stay with Top Rank." If he said, "I'm going to
Why is he?
Showtime"
Hold on,
or
wait,
whatever,
hold on. Stop hating, bro. That's a great fight. All right, go ahead, Dwayne. Go
nah,
ahead.
man, this is bare annoying, bro. Like I'm looking everywhere, yeah, and
You've
everybody's
been
saying
losing.
like,
You've been losing
no,
for a
no,
long
no,
time.
no, no. The thing is,
It's
yeah,
all right,
no, no,
Dwayne. Don't
no,
worry about it.
no, no,
Go
no.
ahead.
The thing is, bruv, Lomachenko's not even my guy, bruv. Like, you know me, bruv. Lomachenko's not even my guy. But what I hate is, yeah, when there's,
Yeah,
bruv, when there's a boxing narrative, yeah, my
yeah,
man,
go on.
bruv, listen, just like when he was bringing up the dirty fighter and stuff, he's bringing
Mm.
it so basically the ref can point to it. But who was the dirty fighter in the fight? Come on,
Nah,
bruv.
that
That's
would
what
have.
I mean. It's
That
boxing.
fight was a clean fight. That fight was a
No, it
clean fight.
wasn't, bro. No, listen, it was a clean
It was a
fight,
clean fight. I thought it was
but
clean.
listen, you're saying that, but
Yeah.
what Devin Haney was putting out there was when I hold him, don't let him
Yeah.
punch. So that's what the ref was doing. So I'm
Loma
saying
was holding. Loma
that
was
no,
holding
Loma
a
had
lot
to
though.
throw, bruv. No, don't do that. Loma had to throw this guy
Loma
on
was
the
holding a
ground,
lot
bruv.
though.
Oh,
Nah,
bruv,
Loma was
EJ,
holding.
bruv. You man are one-sided views, bruv. You man
Nah,
are one-sided views, man.
I'm just saying that like, it was this Loma was holding a lot though. Listen, the
No,
fight is. Listen, the fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I thought the fight was close. Yeah, and if Loma would have got it, I could see that. I'm not gonna hate and say, nah, man. If Loma would have got the decision, I could see that going that way. But they gave it to Devin Haney, right? To be fair, my stream was chopping up on that. And I ain't got no problem with him
It was on
winning
Sky
the fight.
Sports,
Like,
bro. It was on
no, I
Sky
know
Sports.
I haven't got Sky Sports, but I ain't got no problem with him winning the fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not overly thinking it. Like I changed my pick mid-time. I thought that the push and all that shit would go against him, and it didn't. And like, look, an American guy win, and you can see who they're favoring for. They want Devin Haney to win, right? And if it was close, they kept the champion.
But that's what annoys me, because this is what I'm saying. Because it's a bruv. The guy basically what he did, he basically manifested himself into a win, because basically he said Loma's a dirty fighter. He fights. That's why even Loma was baffed. So he knows, okay, cool. When he grabs me, yeah, when I grab him, the ref has to break us up. So Loma can't work on the inside. So I'm basically trying to negate all his work on the inside because he's got shorter arms anyway. Cool.
The referee done a good job. Like
Loma
was doing. There was rounds in there. Loma wasn't doing nothing. Loma was those rounds.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, if you look at the fight, yeah. Haney was holding, bruv. There was even time, bruv. My man was holding Loma's left arm, bruv. Loma's trying to pull his arm out. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying
in the last two rounds, yeah, the last 2 rounds he was holding. The last 2 rounds he was holding. Before that, he wasn't holding.
Listen,
And
Loma got hurt twice in that fight. He got hurt in round 8. He got hurt bad in round 8, and you can arguably score round 11 a 10-8 round. My man landed 20 punches to 2. Come on, bruv. Come on. Like, come on, bro. This boxing narrative is annoying because my man said I'm staying at top rank. He's 24 years old, blah, blah, blah.
I thought so. That's what they give it to him. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
You're right. That's what they give it to him. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, because he stayed at top rank. Look, this is what I say. Look, they said, look, if you win the fight, the contract thing, he gonna get paid enough money now. He just beat Lomo. Lomo had his chance, bruv. Yeah, he had his chance of being the top guy. He's boring. There's more on Haney and look, pushing him and stuff like that. They're not. America's not investing in a guy that doesn't speak. He had a time on top. It's over, bro. It's over.
Haney, they want American guy for free right now. Yeah.
Look, him and Shaquille Stevens is money. Shaquille Stevens money.
Bro, he's not beating Shakur. We all know this. We all know this. He ain't beating Shakur. We all know this. He's not beating Shakur. He's not beating Shakur. And he ain't beating Tank. He ain't beating Tank. He's
got a chance to beat all of them.
He ain't beating Tank.
Come on, bro.
And he ain't beating Shakur. He ain't beating Shakur. He ain't beating Tank. Because he's already showed me. He's already showed me twice now. He's got caught by people who can't bang, and when they bang him and you get hurt, your legs are gone. The thing with Tank is Tank will surrender if you can't punch. Tank will surrender rounds because he's got one punch KO power, so he will surrender rounds to catch you clean. Once he gets you, it's over, bro. It's been proven. It's over. It's over. So why if you thought Linares, what's Linares' power record, bro? Linares ain't got power like that. He rocks you. Lomachenko ain't got power. Lomachenko's only known for making people quit on the stool, bro. He ain't got power to knock you out.
Yeah, but they will matches to favor him. The matches like what's his name again? Look, the Lopez fight, right? They all these Haney fight, these matches he didn't want to fight him. You could see why they didn't want to fight him in the first place. You see why Haney was giving him all kinds of problems, bro. So the only thing is he ain't got power, but he looks stronger. I don't know how long he's gonna stay at lightweight. He looked like he
he said he will only stay for Shakur or Tank. And like I said, if he goes to 140, all Teofimo really needs, if we're being on, bro, I don't even believe my man beats Josh Taylor, bro. If he went to 140, bro, I'm being dead serious.
Josh Taylor's gonna get beat up by Teofimo, bro. Come on, bro.
We will see, fam.
He's gonna get eaten, bro. Come on, that guy's gonna get eaten. We'll see. He should have moved. He should have moved up already. Like all them men, they're staying in their weight class way past their time. They're gonna get eaten, bro. It was a good fight, though, Dwayne. It was a good fight.
I'm not saying it's not a good fight. But what I'm saying is that the same way you guys are giving Devin Haney credit for punching or whatever in the body, multiple rounds where Devin Haney was working the body and Loma landed 3-4 big shots. You know what I mean? So how do we score five?
Loma, you was right. Loma's like, you was right. Loma only started coming out of his shell down the stretch, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Down the stretch, yeah. But like really, truly, Devin Haney put in a lot of work, and even the last round, he holding it down. Like the commentary was biased towards Loma.
The last round, Loma messed that up. I'm not disputing that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I knew this fight would. People were like, "Oh yeah, Devin's gonna blow him out." It's not gonna blow him out because
who said nah? After the push, I knew that he would be motivated, and he was motivated.
Yeah, but you had to wait for the push for that. See, I already knew before.
If I stayed where I was on my square, I'd be a more happier person, bruv. That's just me, bruv. I don't like losing, you know. And fucking EJ, you see, they're gonna see EJ as a casual, bruv. I don't like it. They're gonna say I'm casual. I should have stayed on my square like everyone else. When we put the poll up, you can see Israel disappeared. Release me, I come out. Dan the man came out. What did he? He didn't even see. Enough of them guys don't put their names on the poll. Right, because they don't want to get
116, 112 is wide, bro. Even you go on Twitter right now. You go on Twitter right now. You got Twitter right now. Douglas Fisher, all these man got Lomachenko winning the fight, bro.
16 and 12, 113, 131. Yeah,
that's
everyone's so what if they got him winning the fight? It doesn't matter. Like real, come on, it's not a disgrace, bro. It's not.
Nah, it's a disgrace.
I thought the right guy won the fight. If it was really he didn't take the championship. It was too close. You gotta take the championship from the champion. I don't think he did though.
My day, bro. Listen. Okay, can I ask you a question? Was there any round where you sat there and you said, was there any round other than round 2? Was there any round where you sat there and you said, "Oh, Devin Haney clearly won that round"?
Yeah, there was. There was loads of them, bruv.
Because the difference was listen, the difference was you're either scoring his body work or you're scoring the fact that Loma was landing the big shots and snapping his head back. But that's what I'm saying. So there was round that Loma wasn't doing that. But it wasn't a clear round. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a clear round.
But Loma wasn't doing nothing, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, you had a preference. You had a preference. That was your preference. Your preference was. I'm not gonna say I lied to you. There you go. No. I was just saying. I was gonna say that you had a preference. Your preference was you scored the body attack over the clean punches. So other than round 2, where Devin Haney completely dominated round 2 and round 12, he didn't dominate nothing. Lomachenko dominated round 8, where he hurt Haney, and round 11, which you could arguably score a 10-8 round because my man landed 20 punches to 2. And those 2 punches were at the beginning of the round. So that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, look, Devin Haney won. Yeah. It is what it is. I just thought Loma got the short end of the stick. Simple as that. And it's because he's on his way out. He's on his way out, bro.
YG, they invested too much money in the American. Go on, YG. The Dwayne's upset. Like he's saying it's a robbery. What you said? YG.
No, I didn't say it was a robbery. I just said it's just a boxing narrative.
But actually, listen, I just don't think he did enough to take. I thought it was gonna be like if they were gonna draw over the cool, but I just thought like down the stretch, it looked like it was very close though. I could see Lomo getting it, and I wasn't too bad. The commentary was so biased. I was like, what's getting on here? They're seeing something I ain't seen, and it's like, but everyone is gonna see it how they want to see it right now. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about the Shakir fight, whatever, but like the Lomo fight is like, whoa. I mean, Lomo. I mean, I don't feel too sorry for him too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lied to you, bro. I some of the people he rolls with, or where he raps with, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it was a match between the Christian. It was a match between the Christian. It was a match between the Christian and the Christian and the thing. What's that? The Denver Nuggets.
The Muslim.
They beat the Lakers again. Oh shit.
The Muslims versus the Christians. The Lakers are done out. But the thing is, the reason why the Lakers are done out is because LeBron hasn't recovered from that foot injury, bruv. He's playing with that foot injury, bruv. Like, He's got no explosiveness, nothing, bro. But anyway, forget the Lakers, man. I'm saying, my man. Listen,
there's
Devin
big
Haney,
people putting
cool.
that. There's pictures out. There's pictures out here. There's pictures out here. Look at these pictures, right, bro?
Nah, look, I give Devin Haney his credit in it. He came 24 years old,
they
did his
got
thing.
robbery,
But
bruv.
everybody not, bruv. Listen, it's only people that want Devin Haney to win. Like I said, Loma had to do extra to win. Bro. Simple as. That's what people. If you were to just score the fight normally, Loma wins that fight. Bro. I'm sorry. Devin Haney didn't do nothing.
Dan the man,
him, bro.
What's up?
Yes, Dan.
Yeah,
come on, clear this up for me.
Dan's on it as well. Dan, what's
let me
come out
just
the
say
corridor.
this.
Dan, come out the corridor, man. I don't know.
Well, hold on. I'm on my headset. Let me try to get off.
Dan, come out of his bed.
Yeah, let me just. Yeah. But let me just.
Yeah, you sound all right now.
Okay, I guess I'm closer to the phone. All right. Yeah, let me just say this. I'm gonna be very impartial. I thought Lomachenko won the last 3 rounds enough to win the fight. However, the early rounds were very close. They were very difficult to score. So from that aspect, I could see maybe why Devin Haney got the decision, because even those early rounds that you thought Lomachenko won, he didn't dominate those rounds. They were extremely close. You could argue that he won. You could argue that Devin Haney won. So maybe there was a round in there. Maybe I have to go back and look at it again. I thought he won the first 2 or 3. The first round it was close to the first round, so it swung either way. But I thought he won rounds 3, 4, and I think 6. But 5, 7, and 8 and 9, they were very close. So you could tip it to Devin Haney there. So I could see why maybe the judges got the decision. But I thought 116, 112 by Dave Moretti was very wide. That was a wide score. Devin Haney didn't win no more than maybe 7 rounds in that fight, if you want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But to me, I thought the best scenario probably, even though Lomachenko won the fight on my card, given the early rounds, probably been best to give it a draw. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to go out and say it's a robbery, man. I'm not going to do that. I'll have to look at the fight again, if that sways my decision. But looking at real time, I thought it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. Lomachenko won the last 3 rounds. Maybe that's why people are upset and outraged, because he dominated the last 3 rounds. He should have gotten the benefit of the doubt. But at the end of the day, he's fighting the champion. So you have to fight.
Dan, can I ask you a question? You know,
yes,
so the I think it was round 11 or round 10 where he hurt Devin Haney. Yeah.
Yeah. I seen that.
Yeah. So Lomachenko landed a punches count was 20-2. Can't you score that as a 10-8?
Well, you know what? That's a good point. That's a good argument there, because Lomachenko landed 20 punches in that round, and Devin Haney only landed 2.
Yeah, so that you could easily score that at 10-8.
Right.
So this is what's annoying me. Like I said, to me, it's boxing narrative, because Devin Haney said, "I'm staying with Top Rank." So if he loses, he's 24. If he wins, he's got years at Top Rank at the top. You know what I mean? If Loma wins, Loma's 35. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Loma's 35.
He's on his way out the door. So what if you're Bob Arum? Who do you go with as your go-to guy as far as carrying the flag? Well, I'm not saying Devin Haney's going to be the flagship, but he's definitely one of his key fighters now. So you got a young guy in his prime. He's 24 years old. You know, he's at the prime of his career. He's gaining some popularity. He's an undisputed champion at lightweight. So why not go with him? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just putting on my promoter's cap. Lomachenko's 35 years old. His legs are not the same anymore. He didn't look impressive in his last fight, so he's on his way out the door. Yes, if he wins the title again, but who's to say that he's going to stay there? I think his time in Top Rank is about to be up. If you ask me, Lomachenko, I think he's about to retire. Yeah, he can't go up to 140. He can't go to 140. He's too old.
After that performance, do you think Tank beats? Devin Haney beats Tank or Shakur Stevenson?
Well, no, not off that performance. No, because those 2 guys hit a lot harder, and they're more effective counter punchers than Lomachenko. Lomachenko has to really apply pressure to get his shots off. He's not an effective counter puncher. But to be fair, though, he was doing some very good counter shots with a straight left all night against Devin Haney. It takes to look at that. Yeah, second back. And yeah, if Tank looking at that, it's like, dude, you can't get away from my left hand. I hit much more harder than that. I put pop in that left hand. So to me, based off that performance, I don't see how Devin Haney wins that. I mean, look, Tank fight could be pretty close, but the Shakur Stevenson, no way. I think Devin Haney's going to get blown out in that fight. I'm just being honest. I think he's going to get blown away. I'm not saying he's going to get stopped, but I think he will get dominated. He'll get beat up in that fight against Shakur. But the thing is, too, Tank, I think he's getting out of 135. He ain't staying there.
And that's why I said to me, against Tank, Devin Haney's already shown you that he's been hurt twice by people that can't punch. He got hurt versus Linares. He got hurt versus Loma twice.
You're a bunch of haters, yeah. Because, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, bro, he's the undisputed champion, bro. Shakira's crappy.
What do you mean call us haters? Why you call us haters? I'm giving a fair assessment, bro.
I don't want to hear your bullshit, man. You guys are chatting bullshit.
What do you mean bullshit? I just said it. I'm not going to say I didn't say it was a robbery. So what's the problem? Well, you don't want to hear that. I know you glad that the Ukrainian lost. It's all good.
Yeah. That's you know what I'm saying? Now, what's up, Kyle? Hey, why you don't want that shit? Why? What's up, YG? Come in, YG.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, I hate to say this, man, but those racists are going to get mad right now. They're pissed.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead, YG.
Yo, what's going on, fellas? Yo, I appreciate CJ for letting me on, man. Yeah, like I get it though. I already know how what you call it, because a lot of people switch sides before the fight with the whole pushing thing. So I know they really upset that he won this fight.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm saying this, YG. I still said Devin Haney was going to win by a close decision. I said that. I was right there, but again, the people are going to think this is controversy the way he got the decision. So I'll leave it at that. But go ahead, YG.
Like I said, to me, it's just boxing narrative. That's it. That's the only thing I have. Like, because at the end of the day, there's no way you can sit there and tell me that fight was scored 116-112. There's no way. There's no way.
I agree. Yeah, no way. He won 8 rounds. No way he did. I'm sorry. If you want to give him 7 rounds, I can see that argument, but no more than 7 rounds. That's all I got to say. No more than that.
There's no way you could sit there and tell me 116-112. And on top of that, like I told you, I said, you can arguably score that 11th round at 10-8 because he landed almost 20 punches to 2. Come on, man. He had Devin out on his feet.
Go on, let me YG. Go on, YG. Do your victory lap, YG. Go ahead.
I mean, I get it to that judge where that's basically 8 rounds to 4. I've seen a lot of people have that 8 rounds to 4. So that doesn't shock me that one judge scored it 116-112. Because see, some people, they don't really give big credit to body shots, and those right hand like jab right hand body shot, that was a clear scoring shot that he was landing consistently. So I could see one of the judges that do like body shots. I could see him giving him all of those early rounds when he was consistently throwing that punch.
Can I say something, YG? Those dudes out there who complain and bitch, excuse my language, who are crying and complaining that Lomachenko should have got the decision because he won the last 3 rounds. But let me give them a dose of reality. I remember the same people that complained and moaned that Kovalev didn't get the decision against Andre Ward the first fight, and Andre Ward won the last 3 rounds in that fight. So what are they talking about? And yeah, he thought that Kovalev should have got the decision. So there's no consistency here.
See, but that's all I got to say. I didn't even give Lomachenko round 12. I gave it to Devin Haney. I thought Loma started slow in round 12. Right. I gave that to Devin Haney. But I gave round 1 to Loma, round 3 to Loma, I think, and I think it was 6. And I think the difference with me and everybody else was I gave Loma, I think it was round 8 or 9, because in one of those rounds he hurt Devin. Devin's legs were wobbly in that round, and in another round, round 11, where he was pouring it on him. But that's the difference with me. But like I said, I just hate the boxing narrative, like I said, because Loma's on the way out. So you scoring it 116-112. I'm not having that because you work the body, but Loma was landing clean headshots. So
yeah, he was.
But that's another thing. He was throwing a lot of pity pat. He didn't really start putting putting his
Much
body
into the last
into
3
his
rounds,
punches
right?
into later
Yeah.
on in the fight. The dumb little pity pat punches. He wasn't really. That's why there was in one sequence he was throwing that pity pat, and Devin Haney came over the top with the right hand. It might have been a left hook. It was either or, but I know he punched over it, and I was thinking to myself like, man, I don't know why Mayweather didn't let Tank fight this guy, because if Tank, I could see Tank knocking him out. I could see Tank knocking both of them out actually.
Well, here's the one thing.
Yeah,
The
that's
best
what
way
we
to
were
beat
saying.
Devin
We were
Haney.
saying
Yeah.
Devin Haney ain't got no chance versus Tank. He ain't got damn sure ain't got no chance versus Shakur. I tell you that.
Yeah, I think the blueprint is out to beat him, Devin Haney. The best way to beat him is by movement. Keep him out of range.
Nah, but
And
You know, you
and
have to close it. Wait, you got to keep.
this one
Well,
thing
hold up. You
though.
got to close the distance against him because he
Got to
doesn't have
close. He got to close the chin.
distance against him because you. Yeah. I was gonna say YG real quickly. The best way to beat Devin Haney is that you got to close the distance, because if you do that, you take away you smother his shots. He doesn't have enough. He can't muster power on his shots unless he's at long range. That's how you beat him. So other than that, yeah, because you could see he was struggling with the mid close ranges when Lomachenko got his side. He didn't know what to do. He was just
and
fighting, trying to find a way.
Another thing why I know he Tank knocks him out. He stands square up a lot. He squares his feet up a lot. So I know for a fact if Tank will catch him with that straight left, it's over. It's over with that.
Nah,
Yeah.
but see,
I think Tank Davis is definitely going to call that fight now.
The only thing about that though, I jumped the gun a little bit though. Let me walk that back a little bit, because Loma's foot speed closes the distance, and that was giving Haney the more problem. He won't have Haney won't have that problem from Shakur or what you call it. So let me walk that back though. I don't think he what you call it, but that still be a good be a good fight though.
I got Haney in both fights. My man Kyle, shout out to Kyle Burton, bro. He said Devin Haney, Devin landed some good shots, some good headshots too. Yeah, did you see Lomo's face at the end of the fight?
Oh yeah, you gotta give him some credit there. He definitely landed some good counter hooks, right hooks, and he was repeatedly warned, though not hitting the back of the head. And Harvey Docker was about to take a point from him if he kept doing it. And I think that was in the 10th or 11th round where he got dominated there. But other than that, you got to give Devin some credit there. He kept his distance, and when he did try to apply pressure on Lomachenko, he was doing some of the effectiveness of cutting off the ring a little bit, even though he couldn't really keep up with the foot speed in most parts of the fight. But other than that, like I said, though, I'm not going to go out and say it's a robbery, but the one thing I would say, though, is that 116-112 scorecard, no way, man. I think that was far too wide to call that wide for that.
So what you had is 7-5?
I'll just say this to what White just said about he will walk that back. The thing
what you had is 7-5?
I had a 7-5 Lomachenko back in the scene argument.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, hold up. Let me finish. I could see the argument maybe why Devin Haney got the decision, because the first 7 or 8 rounds were extremely close. You couldn't really decide. There were really clearly no dominating round for either guy. You just had maybe second round 11 and 10, 10 and 11, 10 and 11. That was the only 2 that Lomachenko clearly won. So other than that, it's like it was very, very tough rounds to score.
But Dan, you scored this 7-5, right? You said you had a 7-5, right? So if one judge had it 8-4, that just means he had 1 round different than you.
Okay, but I think it was a little bit too wide though, because it was extremely close fight.
That's just one. I'm saying the judge had 1 different round. You scored a 7-5. The judge had 1 different round than you.
I would like to see what round David Moretti scored that round. If he gave 10th or 11th round to Lomachenko, then that's definitely suspect.
What we're saying is really and truly is the rounds Loma won. He clearly won those rounds. So then basically what you're saying is that judge gave a round that Loma clearly won to Devin Haney, rather than looking and saying that the rounds that Devin Haney won, where he was working the body, but Loma was landing the cleaner shots, was more closer, if you understand what I mean. So
I do, because I think y'all gave, or I think that we talking about Dan's scorecard. I think Dan might have gave Lomachenko one of them early rounds, that the judge gave
Yeah. Like
to
I said, though,
Haney.
yeah, I get
So
what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That's probably the first round. Yeah,
because
yeah,
like he's
yeah.
like Dan said, a lot of the rounds were close. What you call it? So that's only a one swing round. But other thing that I was about to say, I was because y'all saying that Loma dominated him in the 10th round. I would say that's a little crazy because domination is, to me, I call domination really a 10 round without a knockdown. That's like a domination to me.
Well, 11 round.
Like,
Yeah, well, round
like
11.
he
Round 11. Round 11.
he just won that round more clearly than any round of the fight.
Well,
Like,
YG, but you realize
I'm not having that. He
That's not
breaks
like,
off him in round 11. Don't have that.
no, I'm
He
saying
took
that's
the
not
break of it.
like dominate. Like to me, like dominating, you gotta really get slapped around the ring a lot to be
He
well, that's
dominating.
what happened to Haney in the 11th round. That's what happened to him in the 11th round.
Look, a lot of
YG,
what I'm trying to say is a lot of those punches that Haney's just like moving around,
Nah, you moving the goalpost, bro.
To me, it's not. But to me, it's still not. That's not like a crazy rant. Like to me, that's not like a domination. Like
Wait, YG, Devin Haney only landed 2 punches in that round. Lomachenko 20, and he had Devin Haney all over the place in that round. What are you talking about?
Devin Haney got hurt in the middle of the ring and
because
ended up in his own
what
corner.
I'm talking about is out of those 20 punches, only like 2 or 3 of them was meaningful punches. A lot of them,
bro.
This is. I know
you ain't getting away with that, YG. Come on, bro.
This is just my opinion of that round. He won the round.
Fair enough.
I wanted to bring it back to when you said that Devin Haney would be that you think it'd be a good fight between Devin Haney and Tank or Devin Haney and Shakur because they don't have the footwork. But one thing you need to understand with Tank is if you ain't got power, Tank will close the distance by letting you hit. And like I said, with Devin Haney, who squares up his feet, Devin Haney only does one thing with his footwork. He takes a half step back. And you saw when he got cornered today in the corners against Lomachenko, he couldn't find an escape route. He didn't know where to go. So that's what I'm saying. With someone like Tank can just corner you by putting the earmuffs on. That's what he does. And then he would land his shots.
But he would fight a totally different fight versus Tank. Because
how different? How was he gonna do differently?
Huh?
with what
he gonna do differently?
What would he do differently? He would tie him up before he would back himself into a corner.
But you see, the one thing that Devin Haney didn't have to worry about with Lomachenko was Lomachenko working the body with someone as powerful as Tank.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said
Tank has a longer reach than Lomachenko, so he's got to worry. Devin Haney's got to worry about that.
But at the same time, let me tell you that Lomachenko versus Tank. That'd be very interesting too because during those middle Tank doesn't really he tries to figure you out then he comes on, but as we've seen in Loma doesn't really show what he can do till late in the fight.
No, but what Loma does that really if you have power. That's what I was trying to say to you.
So I'm saying, so if he fights Tank, then it's gonna be the same way. He's gonna
but he will lose. He will lose because it will be exactly like how he fought against Teofimo Lopez because he won't even throw. He won't want to be in the same.
It's a little different because the different thing is because now they both southpaws and they have to fight. They had their jabs. That's a difference. You measuring Loma fighting an orthodox fighter and saying how he's moving. Loma's gonna move totally different fighting a southpaw. So
isn't Teofimo a southpaw?
No, he's a right-handed fighter.
Right-handed fighter. Well, the thing with him, he has attributes that Tank has. The only difference is that he's southpaw and he's orthodox. But the one thing I will say is, like I said, when everybody was saying, "Oh, I think Haney even by stoppage," guy can't crack an egg, man. He can't crack.
Nah, dude, he ain't got no power.
He ain't got no power. That's why I said
he got no power.
He goes up to 140. If Teofimo had a real coach, Teofimo beats this guy. Like, if we're just being honest, If we're being
Well, I'll say
honest,
this, Dwayne. I'll say this real quickly. Josh Taylor would beat Devin Haney. I'm sorry, and I'm not. I
that's
mean, I'm not
that's
giving
exact.
Josh
See,
Taylor.
EJ, where you at? EJ, where you at?
I'm
Yeah,
here,
he's
man. I'm
sweet.
here. Go on, man.
Yeah, don't go hiding. What did I just say? Did I not say that
Yeah,
Josh
yeah,
Taylor will be?
yeah. You said that, but I'm not having
I
that one. I
mean,
told you, like, Josh Taylor's
What
gonna
are you
get
talking
smacked
about,
up.
man? Josh Taylor will beat Devin Haney. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
don't.
Bro. I'm not on that. These fights have to happen, but nah, man, nah. I don't really understand, like, yeah, bro. Like, you use the guy that's won the fight, and people taking credit away from the champ. The champ deserves his
I
respect.
mean,
He did all the work.
what all the work? I
Yeah,
mean, I could say you could argue he won a close fight, but there's no way he was a decisive winner. That's my problem here. He wasn't the decisive
nah,
winner.
bro. Like, let me tell you something. Yeah, it was a close fight. And close fight, but every time I watch the body work, and why he said in it, the body work was there. He was jabbing. It was rounds. I don't care. Like, I was watching it, and there's rounds. He ain't doing nothing, bro. He weren't doing nothing.
Okay. But you're saying that. But we're sitting here going. We're basically comparing this. Okay, cool. Is Devin Haney more of a decisive winner tonight, or was compared to when Teofimo fought Lomachenko? Because that's when everybody says when Lomachenko was last.
Teofimo won like 6 rounds clear, yeah. And Lomo was coming back, but he gave up too many rounds. But look, in this fight, there was rounds where Haney, Lomo wasn't doing nothing, bro. I was looking at that.
Neither was Haney.
Neither was Haney.
No. Haney was landing some hard body shots, bro. Everyone could see it, bro. He was landing some good hard body shots. And I was looking at like, what's Lomo do? What effective punch did Lomo throw? Here we go.
Like I said,
You know what, Edge, hey, let me ask EJ a question. Hey, EJ, hold on. EJ, quick question, Edge. What's up, Edge? EJ, quick question. What? I think it was the 11th round or 10th round. The 11th round. How'd you score that round?
Was the 11th round?
Yeah.
11th round. I think the 11th round when I scored it, I think it was a Lomo round. I think that might be that was a Lomo round still.
Okay. Did you score 10-8 or 10-9?
Nah, of course it was 10-9, bro. It was 10-9. It was a close round. At the back of the end, Lomo won like the majority. Lomo won the majority, but then Haney was coming at the back end of the round with some straight punches. Bro, that's how I scored.
Okay.
Edge.
Well, you realize he only landed 2 punches in that round.
So EJ, let me ask you a question. So if me and you have a fight, and it's a close fight, and in round 11, you beat the absolute brakes off me.
That's what it wasn't though. That's what it wasn't. No, it wasn't because like it was like the last 30 seconds where Haney came back in that round. That wasn't no, he wasn't, bro. You need to
2 punches he landed that round. The only punches he landed that round.
2 punches he landed.
Nah, bro. You're too excited, bro. Like, you need to stop.
Oh my god.
Beat the brakes off of somebody. That's like when y'all say beat the brakes and down. You know what I think of? I think of like Mayweather versus Gotti round 6. That's not
Trinidad versus Mayorga when he beat the brakes off him in round 6, right? He scored that round 10-9 or 10-8.
Is that what Lomachenko did to
That's
did
what
you
they
get
trying
that
to
kind
say.
of feeling?
Yeah, you heard him in that. You heard him in that round twice.
Nah, you crazy, bro.
Oh my days.
Oh Lord.
Nah, man, that's why
Y'all dudes, y'all capping, man. Y'all dudes are capping, man.
Nah, you're capping. You're capping, and the right guy won.
No, the only difference is.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube right now.
Edge, what's going on, Edge?
Long time.
Long time, brother.
Yeah.
First off.
I know you're gonna come straight hating, but go ahead, go. First off,
Nah.
Yeah, but why do you have to slide that in there? Why do you have to slide that in there when you're introducing it, bro?
First off, yeah, I want to congratulate the judges on making the right decision.
Oh,
and number two, yeah, like I want to make this clear. People get confused with all the bat. It's about what you land.
Thank you.
When you see the replays and the close-ups, yeah, it was looking good on TV, but how many of those shots did he land? It doesn't matter. If he throws 10 punches and lands 1, because he was hitting on the elbow, and then 1 landed. And Devin Haney comes with 2 clear body shots.
Thank you.
Counters. Then it doesn't matter how many combinations, you have to land those punches. It's all about looking good with all those throws. So like,
Bruv,
so the
no one is disputing that. What we're saying is,
let him get it out the way. Let him get it out the way. Let him get it out. Go on.
but that's the point, because the judges are not judging it based on how many punches were thrown. It's about how many punches of those was landed. Yeah. So when you go through the rounds, Devin Haney, like I'll say 99% of his punches was landing. Like I can't think of a time where Devin Haney threw the punch and it did not connect where it was meant to land. Lomachenko threw loads and loads of punches, but it did not land. That's the difference between it. And that's why Devin Haney won. Obviously, there's round people say it can go either way. But I had Devin Haney winning by two rounds.
Okay.
The most definitive.
What clear rounds did he win?
Let him finish what he's saying. Let him finish it. The most definitive. Finish that sentence.
The beginning of the fight. That's where Devin Haney won. The beginning of the fight was when Devin Haney won. I thought he won. Lomachenko started too slow. If he fought the way at the end, and he did it, it's similar to Teofimo Lopez. If he fought at the end, he did at the beginning, then Lomachenko would have won. He figured him out late. Devin Haney said he figured him out, and then he started throwing the left out too late. If he figured that out in the beginning, throwing the left at the beginning, then it would have been a different story. But he figured it out too late, and then by that point, but Devin Haney adjusted. And one thing people don't recognize, Devin Haney adjusted mid-fight. He realized he was getting connected with the left, and then he started backing off, and then started connecting. This fight is a great fight for the fans. The fans are the winners of this. This is a fantastic fight, and it showed Devin Haney there's levels to this. It showed Devin Haney is ready for the big time. Yeah,
bro. Who hides your edge? Who hides your edge? Where's the real edge, bro? Because this ain't the guy I know.
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Bro,
back. I
can't believe it, bro. I can't believe Edge is even on this. Bro, I'm thinking, bro, which guy am I here talking? Go ahead, Dwayne. Wait, Dwayne. God, that's cool. Oh, you lost. Who did you pick initially in the fight? You picked Lomo to win. You picked Lomo to win the fight initially, right?
No, I picked Devin.
All right. Hey, Dwayne, start.
Bro, my Instagram and everything, I put Devin on there straight up.
Dwayne, start the Inquisition. Dwayne, go ahead, Dwayne. Go.
No, I'm just gonna say. So basically, you gave. Okay, so if you said, I want to know what rounds you gave Devin Haney, if you can remember the clear rounds that you say that he won clearly.
I think he won 1, 2.
Well,
that wasn't a clear round. That wasn't a clear round. Go ahead.
I went.
Round one was a.
I went 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first 4 rounds, I gave it all to Devin. And between 5 and 6, it was, you can say is 50-50. But I swung it to Devin because he was throwing the clearer shots. The body shots, he was throwing body shots. Lomachenko wasn't even defending it. It was clear shots he was connecting with. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Clear body shots.
Okay, wait, but you said Devin won the first 4 rounds clearly. That's not what happened.
And then no, but I thought he won it clearly because even though Lomachenko was throwing those punches, he wasn't landing it. So I was thinking, well, if he's not landing and Devin Haney's clearly connecting, I can see Devin Haney clearly connecting, and I can see Lomachenko throwing punches. And when you see the replays, the slow motion replays, he was throwing them, and Devin Haney was like ducking. Maybe one got through, but but then Devin Haney was throwing clear body shots. How many body shots was he throwing in the round? Do you know what I mean?
Clear, man. See how he's breaking it down, bro. That's exactly what happened.
I'm listening. Go on anyway.
Do the math. It's the fight. The fight is not like how many punches landed. It's like, for example, the boxing is not about like if Lomachenko only throws 1 punch in every round and then he throws 150 punches connecting in 1 round, he's not going to win the fight. He has to win all the rounds. Do you understand? It's not based on how many punches overall he's thrown. It's about how many rounds he's won. Do you know what I mean? So people get.
But no one's disputing that. I just wanted to know the rounds that you gave Devin Haney.
I gave him the 12th round as well. Like I gave the clear rounds. I think it was clear rounds was. I think it was I can't remember the top of my head, but I think it was the 10th or the 11th round where Lomachenko clearly was winning that round. By then, Devin was tired. He was connecting with the left. He couldn't miss with the left. Thank you. But if he was fighting like that in the 10th and 11th round in the beginning, then Lomachenko would have won. But he figured out Devin Haney too late. Even in the corner, Devin Haney was like, "Yes, he's figured me out." And the dad was like, shit. Okay, guys. Do you know what I mean? But by then it was too late. Do you know what I mean? And like, you know, so but like, you know, but then even then, Devin Haney, he like the dad. You know what? The dad was like, you know, the dad. If Devin, if I don't know, it's confusing. If the dad didn't, I think Devin Haney would have won more clearly if he fought more off the back foot.
It was Judah in the corner saying, "Look, just keep going to your jab and keep attacking the body," because the dad ran out of ideas in the corner. To be fair,
what their game plan believed was that Lomachenko can't fight going backwards.
No, that wasn't the case. No, it wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't. The game plan is to take the legs. No, Lomo's a very active move body. The thing is to take the power away. They were trying to take his power away, working his body and take his stamina away, which they did. But Lomo, still shrugged that off and came back. But it was a good fight though. The body, when you shit in the body, when you hit the body consistently, that drains your energy. That's what.
But that's not the point I'm making. The point was for them to put pressure. That's why you saw in the fight, he was trying to push Loma back. But like I said,
first 4 rounds, Devin Haney won the first 4 rounds, bro.
No, man, y'all do tripping, man. I'm not having that. He did not clearly win those 4 rounds.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not having it.
No, he didn't.
First of all, no.
Listen, I will even tell you the scorecard that Devin Haney got rounds clear, which was clear. The first round you could give it to either one. I gave it to Loma I gave Loma the first. The second round I gave clear to Devin Haney. The third round was a pick'em. You could even give 2-1 either way. So was the fourth round. The 5th, 6th, and 7th I gave to Devin Haney. Round 8 I gave to Loma. Round 9 I gave to Haney. 10, 11. But me, round 11 I gave Loma a 10-8 round. And then round 12 I gave to Haney.
So wait a minute, you're saying so basically your scorecards, Haney won. So what are you arguing for?
No,
I
said I gave a 10-8 to Loma in round 11.
Yes, so what's your score?
What are you talking about? Like you're basically scoring it for Haney to win. So what's the argument?
No, you not. That's not how it works, bro. I think he scored it for Loma by 1 point.
I gave Loma a 10-8 round. Do you not hear what I said?
I ain't no one trying to see that.
I mean 10-8 round. I don't know.
I gave him round.
Well, he landed 20 punches in that round.
How do you work out 10-8 round?
Yo, that was.
Well, he buzzed him. He hurt Haney in that round.
Out of him in round 11.
He gave him a 10-8 round. That's a golden.
Was there a knockdown?
Y'all need to look at that round.
That's a golden boy. That's a golden boy judge scoring right there.
Well, let me ask y'all this question. Wait, hold on.
10-8 round, like he's creating these
points. Wait, hold on.
No, Devin Haney landed two. Devin Haney landed 2 punches in that round, and I was in the last 10 seconds.
I'm commission about you, man. I'm right to the about commission about you. You're touching.
Well, hold on, the way finish.
He got rocked, and Loma was beating him up in the corner. I gave him a 10-8.
Yo, is that kind of judging that gave Mayweather a split decision over Canelo?
What's a decision? You mean a majority decision? You mean a majority decision?
No, I'm talking
decision.
No, I'm talking about for the people that really thought that Canelo won that fight. Like that's the kind of judges that you get.
Listen,
look at the punch that. Look at the punch that's thrown, and landed body shots, bro. Look at the body shots landed, bro. The key, look at that. Look how many body shots he threw and landed, bro. High percent. Loma only landed 9, bro. Man landed 50. Over to man's 9 body shots, bro.
Okay, look at the jabs and look at the power punches. Who won that category?
The jab to close. What percent? What are you talking about? The jab, what?
Yeah, 9. But the matter is his 9 punches. Okay, so Lomachenko won to that department, and he definitely won the power shots by 5 punches.
Listen, power shots. Oh, Haney, look at that. Look at that power shot. The percentages, they all go thing. I don't understand like 5 more punches, but he might have threw like punches, but the most devastating or harder punches, they all came from Haney.
It all works.
I don't know about that.
Haney can't punch.
You know what? Let me say this. Let me just say this. I want to see those scorecards. I really want to see it round by round for those judges. I want to see how they score 11, 10, 10, 11,
I
10
told you,
rounds,
man.
10, 11, and 12. I want to see it.
Let me see if I can. Let me see EJ try and work.
I think.
Wait,
Look,
hold on. I'll see if I can get them. I'll see if I can get
Well,
them.
Yeah, let me see those scorecards. I gotta see it.
obviously, none of those guys had that 11th round 10-8. That's crazy.
Well, they don't, but I still want to see how they scored it because I have a feeling one of
You see, the judge that scored it 116, 112 gave Devin Haney round 10. You see what I mean?
What?
Gave Devin Haney round 10. You see what I mean?
Oh boy, that's definitely home cooking right there, bro.
These are the people that scored the that's a Canelo type judges. Well, you got Conor Idris that was right there.
That is some home cooking right there. No way Devin Haney won the 10th round. No way. Oh man, that's some home cooking. Oh boy, I definitely want to see round 11. I want to see it.
I got the scorecards. I'm gonna pull up the scorecards nice and neat. Everyone see we're gonna nitpick in the food YG, man. Put yourself on mute. I know you're on that's YG. I know he was always there. Are we gonna see what's going on here? Bro,
Man gave it round 10.
Honestly,
my God.
They got it right. They got it right, bro. They got the decision right.
No way David Brady gave 10 rounds to Devin Haney. He did not win that round. What fight was he watching, dude? I mean, seriously. He did not win that round. Oh man, that's some home cooking right there. Definitely some home cooking.
Don't worry, man. These guys, it's about the punches. It's about the punches you land to the body. That's rubbish about.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man.
I told you.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
that's some home cooking.
The right guy won the fight. I don't know what you lot are hating for.
I don't know what. No, it's just that the way they score the fight is just no consistency. There's no way you could give that round to Devin Haney. No way you can.
The scorecards are here. Look, there you go. There's a scorecard.
Let me see.
Get your heart.
All right. So one judge gave Devin Haney the 12th round. Well, okay, that's what Dwayne did. So basically, all three judges gave Devin Haney the last round. Wow. Okay.
He did win the last round. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's look at the first.
Wait, hold on. So wait a minute. So one judge gave Devin Haney the 10th round, which he clearly did not win. The other two judges gave Lomachenko the 10th and 11th, which was rightfully so. The 9th round, I thought Lomachenko won that round, but okay, whatever. Devin Haney,
look at Jim.
Well, here's the problem. One judge gave Devin Haney the 3rd round. I mean, it was a nip and tuck round, but you can argue that he won it.
See that judge? See the 130, 150. The first judge, right? Look at round 1. Gave to Haney. Round 2, Lomachenko.
One of them gave to Lomachenko. Well, actually, all three judges gave Lomachenko that round, the first round. So yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that, look at this.
Well, actually, yeah, they did.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying about how it's what you prefer over the fight. Because to me, Devin Haney clearly ran round 2. That was just me.
Yeah, and the middle judge, the guy that y'all complaining about, he gave Lomachenko the 2nd round.
Yeah, and the 3rd round. And the third round.
That round that everybody's saying. See, that's why it's funny because you like. One round, he disagreed with y'all on the 2nd round because y'all thought Haney won that, but he felt Lomachenko won that. And the 10th
well, actually, no, and let's take it back. All three judges gave Devin Haney that 1st round, so let's take that back. All three judges gave Lomachenko the 2nd round. So okay, all right.
Yeah, but on your card, you just said you had Haney winning the 2nd round.
Yeah, I did. We all did. But that's kind of weird here. But hold on. Here's the one thing. Here's a discrepancy here. 2 of the 3 judges gave Devin Haney rounds 3 to 7. What the hell? I mean,
That's what I mean.
Okay.
It's just flavors. It's just whatever. It's people. Look, it wasn't a dominated fight. It wasn't like Devin Haney clearly.
It wasn't a dominating fight, but
It
I
was a
just think that
close.
Lomachenko could have gotten a benefit of the doubt in one of those rounds that they gave Devin Haney 4 straight rounds after the third. So that's
I just think that
It's all right,
Go
man.
ahead.
It's all right,
Devin
man.
Haney.
Clear effective punches. Clear effective punches.
I heard
All
the
came from
same
Haney.
people say. I heard the same people were crying when Wilder fought Tyson Fury, and it went to the 12th round, and everyone was saying, "Oh, Wilder didn't give Wilder any round in the middle." You see what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Wilder, this is a complete different fight. Wilder and Fury and Devin Haney and Lomachenko. This is apples and oranges, man.
Yeah, but what we're saying is
Wilder got knocked out twice. Wilder got knocked out twice. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, but what we're saying is
there's no confusion.
No. But what I'm saying is that, like I said, the judges who gave rounds 3 to 7 gave it based on their opinion. So the based on their opinion is that Devin Haney.
No, not their opinion. No, they go by the boxing criteria.
Was it clear?
No, the boxing criteria. They remember again.
Was it clear?
Was it clear? No.
The clear effective punches, right? I.e. the body shots, the clear punches that you could see clearly were landing. They were all from Haney, bro.
Yeah, no, but you could say but you could say that in terms of what
devastating punch did Roma land?
No. Listen. Round five. Devin Haney worked the body, but Loma landed 2 or 3 clean headshots where Devin Haney's head was snapping back. It depends what you prefer.
How many times Lomo head snapped back? Lomo head snapped back enough.
I don't know. Maybe a couple of
you're getting you're getting mixed up between between him moving his head back because he's avoiding the shot to actually getting hit. There's a lot of times.
Wait, hold up, real quickly. Hold up, real quickly. So let me take a look at the scorecards again here. I'm just looking at this right here. So
why you stopping?
As far as the round 10,
they got a video right here, round 5. Lomachenko even the commentator was like, "Oh, I kind of hate when they said them." I had to mute it because it was
Tim Bradley.
Rubbish, bro.
Tim Bradley. Lomachenko download the information. Get out.
I wasn't listening to Tim Bradley, bro.
They were biased. All them were biased as well.
No, I wasn't.
They're trying to give Loma the fight.
I was watching it on Sky Sports. On Sky Sports, it was Chris Algieri and someone else.
They're biased as well, man.
No, it's got nothing to do with being biased, bro. Like I said, it's about what you preferred. And the same round when you're sitting there telling me that
when you're a judge, you go by the boxing criteria. Clean, effective punches. That's what we go by.
But
as you know, there's no 10-8. There's no 10-8 what you was talking about.
This is my thing too because
that's what I'm saying.
This is my thing too because
the judging ability.
Yeah, but I said
everybody on the panel feel that Devin Haney won the second round, but all the judges got Loma winning it.
Yeah, I know. Which that right there, I disagree with. I'm wondering how they were scoring this. Really unusual.
Exactly. That's why, like, when you look at that, when you see that, you're like, yo, damn. That makes me think like, yo, I'm not scoring the fight the way they score it because that's just ultimately that's the same way I felt when I seen the scorecards of when Tank Davis knocked out
Rolly?
No,
or Hector Garcia.
No, Santa Cruz. And I saw the scorecard. I said, "Whoa!" I thought that fight was way closer than what the judges had. The judges had Tank up comfortably, and I felt Santa Cruz was doing some good work in them rounds.
Absolutely.
Good work. And
I thought Tank shouldn't have got that decision against Cruz. I thought he lost that fight.
The judges had Tank sweeping that fight. Like if that fight would have went to the scorecards, we would have all been mad disappointed. It would have been crazy because the way the judges were scoring that fight, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So a lot of times,
I'll say this: he ain't beating Shakur Stevenson, and man, I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Who you talking about, Lomachenko?
Devin Haney. He ain't beating Shakur Stevenson.
I see what you're saying, but it's a little different because of the footwork and the angles. When you like the fight with Lomachenko, you can't really take a fight with Lomachenko and put it, oh, you see what Lomachenko did to this guy? Yo, this guy can't beat him either. Like, no, because what Lomachenko does with his footwork is totally different. Like that, like there is nobody else in the division that can replicate that. That's why
You say that, but what I said, you say that, but like I said, to me, the same way you say, oh, no one can replicate what Lomachenko does. Devin Haney hasn't shown me that he can evade punches. Like once you get behind his jab, he's stuck. That's what he showed me. Once you get behind his jab,
but you gotta have the footwork.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There's multiple ways. When he fought Linares, for Linares to hurt him, he didn't have to use his footwork.
Linares is bigger than him. So now you gotta look. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't. What you gonna, because the only other guy that's in the division is two other guys in the division that's in the same that has that height and reach as Linares, and that's the Japanese guy and Jermaine Ortiz. There's no other guy. There's no other guy that got that height and reach where you could slip his jab and then you could come with your right hand above him and get that punch. No, because there's no other guy that's tall like that. So you can't even that scenario won't even apply itself.
But like I said, but to me, like I said, with Tank is willing to take. That's what I'm saying. Tank is willing for me. And the one thing I've seen about Devin Haney is I thought for a guy who's supposed to be like a really good defensive boxer and that, he doesn't. From what I saw, maybe it's because, like you said, Lomachenko's feet, but he didn't really use the ring. But I thought the game plan was to push back, Loma back, because Loma can't fight in the back foot. But like I said, with Devin, with Tank is willing to take punches to land his own. And from what I've seen with Devin Haney, once he gets touched, he gets funny. He gets funny, and he's against people who don't have the power as Tank. And Tank has got power, he's got speed, and he's got boxing IQ. So automatically for me, he's not the favorite against Tank. And then I'm watching against Shakur, he's not the favorite against him either, because I think Shakur beats them all.
I get what you're saying, but the only thing about that is these guys been in the ring with each other, so they kind of there's a comfortableness on both sides where Tank knows, like, yo, damn, he can hit me right here. Like how you said, the punch might not knock me out, but on the scorecards, Tank knows he can't let Devin Haney just touch him, and then now he's in a predicament where, damn, I gotta get a knockdown, I gotta get a knockout. No, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, them two guys will not let Tank. The thing that you're thinking that Tank to do, oh, I'm gonna take a punch and roll up on them, and then throw a haymaker. No, them two guys are smart enough to know when he backed me up to the corner, I'm gonna roll out of the corner or tie him up. I'm not gonna let Tank Davis, who's a power puncher, rain on me. Like that's not. Them two guys are not letting that happen. Maybe Tank could wear them down, and then he had to like really wear them down. And then later on in the fight, he can catch them because they tired. But the only thing about that is them guys know early in the fight they're gonna use their jab and make Tank use a lot of energy to get on the inside. See, the thing about that fight is when Haney, he used a lot of energy at the beginning to try to get to what you call it. If Devin Haney fights Tank, he's not gonna fight that way. He's gonna stay on the outside, use his jab, because he knows that Tank is going to look to counter him early to try to get a knockdown or sting him. He knows that already. When you fight Lomachenko, that you're not in danger of Lomachenko really stunning you with a punch and raining on you. That ain't their.
Well, he was stunned in that fight a couple times.
That performance by Lomachenko, no fight can't do. Do you know what I mean? The Tank can't fight like Lomachenko.
Of course not, but he hits a lot harder though.
Tank can't. No, but Tank can't fight like Lomachenko. He doesn't have the footwork like Lomachenko to get in the inside and land the shots that Lomachenko did. It's fantastic footwork.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get Devin Haney to get into that position. That's the best way to beat him. Yeah, he's gonna have to get Devin Haney.
We've seen him at 140. We've seen him at 140 against worse fighters when he was losing the fight up until 11th round.
Shakur was the one that said it. Shakur said Tank is a midget with a big head. You can't miss. Like
Yeah.
the one thing about Loma is up top. Loma know how to move his head away from the like. That was a dangerous fight for him more than the Tank fight is still dangerous because of the power. But as far as Devin being able to land on Tank, I think Loma is a better defensive fighter than Tank as far as the movement and how to get out of the way of punches.
Bro,
Yeah, well, hey, gentlemen, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. It's good talking to y'all.
Loma's done.
Man.
Loma's done, man. You can that you can bounce, but like the NBA basketball. Loma was
Oh,
done.
well,
Man.
shout out to the Lakers who lost
Ukraine
though.
bullshit.
Again, now they're
That
down
Ukraine
3-0.
bullshit. Yeah, but you're from LA, so you should be feeling it. But what I'm saying, all that, you're from
I know.
LA, so all that bullshit, yeah. All that, exactly. All that. Wait, listen. All that Ukraine bullshit. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Ain't no one cares
I
about
know you
that.
gonna get on this, bro. I know you gonna go in, but go ahead,
You ain't
bro.
you ain't get no sympathy because even though I don't know YG, I don't like bullshit. So I didn't like the idea Haney pushed him. I don't like that, yeah. But end of the day, I'm happy for Devin Haney got the win, and we ain't got no time for the Ukraine bullshit. Go do your war. Go do your little thing.
All right, I'm out, y'all. Y'all take care, man.
All right, nice
All
one.
right,
If he
Dan.
goes against
All right, y'all.
if he
Peace
goes
out.
against Tank, yeah, if he goes against Tank, he's gonna get knocked. If he goes against Tank, he's gonna fight it hard. If he go against Shakir Steven, gonna fight it definitely hard. And these are the people he would have avoided. You gotta remember, he tried to avoid all them top boys. He tried to avoid all the top boys, all the top smoke. And Haney had to force the fight and when he became undisputed. And this is why the matchmakers for Lomachenko never wanted to fight Haney. And you can see why. You can see why. All them fighters they thought we were going to avoid him. He ain't going to go nowhere. We're going to stay at the top of the mountain. Teofimo ruined it. Thanks to Teofimo ruining the party. Then you got Cambosos. And then Devin Haney came in and beat him. And now he's just beat a legend right now. Is he a Hall of Famer? Is he a Hall of Famer? Hold up. Is he a Hall of Famer? I don't think so. But a Shakir Stevenson clear win will put him in good stead. And definitely over Tank. That will put him in good. I think a Ryan Garcia fight will be good as well. I think a Ryan Garcia. I think if I'm Haney, I'm looking for that Ryan Garcia smoke. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm telling you this now. Tank will never fight Devin Haney. Never, ever, 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 ever fight Devin Haney. It's never gonna happen.
Yes, of course he will.
Not gonna do it. It's gonna take 50 million, 100 million for him to get in the ring with Devin Haney. He ain't gonna beat Devin Haney. He knows it. Everybody knows it.
Money. Bruv, you much money,
Edge, you're just waffling now, bro.
Come on, man.
The guy struggled. Look, he struggled at 140. He struggled at 130. Like he's always losing his fights. And then he gets knocked, and then he knocks the fighter out.
So is that not his game plan?
No, but he's knocking out people 2 weights below him.
But
he ain't knocking out no 140 guy or 125 guy.
Ryan Garcia was in his prime. He weren't 2 weeks below him. What are you talking about?
We're talking about
he drained him. He drained him.
We're talking about he drained him. Why do you think he put the clause in the contract?
Come on, man. You guys got excuses.
Why do you think he put the clause in the contract?
Did he drain Rolly? Did Rolly fight at 140 the other day? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Shit. Why are you guys hyping up Rolly? Rolly is rubbish.
Don't matter though. Don't matter. You just said he's fighting all the guys.
Edge. You just made a perfect point because that's who Haney is going to move up to fight. If he moves up, he's going to move up and take that title from Rolly, because if you look at the division, right, the Progress fight, I think Haney could outbox him too, but I think the easier path would be to fight Rolly.
No one.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you see Devin Haney tackle Benny Hearns.
Listen. You sitting there saying that Tank is gonna avoid Devin Haney.
Yeah, that's foolishness.
That's foolishness, bro.
He has avoided him.
How?
Why is he fighting? Like, look, work it out. Why is he fighting? Why is he fighting for the interim WBA belt when he could have fought for the number one belt straight off the bat? Why are you fighting?
Because the reason why Tank didn't want to fight, the reason why
didn't he want to fight?
They didn't want to fight for the title before because of the purse split. See, that's what that's the only thing that's gonna hold up the fight. That's why before Devin Haney father was like, "Yo, we'll fight you at 140, and you could be the A side," because they know already that Tank don't really want to fight for the titles because if he do, he's gonna be the B side. Because he don't want to give up the bigger share of the purse. So that's why he's not really.
That's what it is. It's got nothing to do with that.
That's the only thing. That's the only reason was keeping him from fighting for the titles.
So what was the excuse before he had the titles then? What was the excuse then?
What
happened there? You lost your tongue now. You lost your tongue. What happened then?
With Lomachenko?
Against who?
You talking about
against
Tank
Tank
to fight Lomachenko before, right?
No. Tank could have fought. Tank. Look, thing is, Tank is being protected. He's being padded up and being protected. When he fights someone,
I don't think he's being protected because the only person that was really a threat to him before was Lomachenko. The only person that was a threat to him before was Lomachenko, and there was half of the time Lomachenko didn't want the Tank fight either because he was kicking that. Yo, Tank ain't he ain't want nobody. He ain't main event. He was making.
Let's all use our brains here. Yeah, he's at 135. Who's Tank going to be fighting next? People are talking about Cruz, the same people he's already beat. He's already beat these guys. So why is there people not talking about Tank versus Lomachenko?
Because I mean,
he's in limbo right now. He's in limbo. He's the number one. He's the A-side, right?
You're forgetting the timeline because
he's the Canelo, right? So why is he in limbo? Why can't he get world title fights?
Tank was in line. I mean, Loma was in line to get the title, the title shot because obviously Tank not calling for the WBA, his WBA title shot, even when Kambosos had it. So Kambosos was gonna fight Lomachenko. Then Lomachenko pulled out a fight. Then Devin Haney for him. There's never been a time where Lomachenko was open to book a fight to fight Tank. Like them two has never really been.
The point I'm making is there's never been an opportunity for people to fight Tank. Why is Tank at 135 if he ain't gonna fight no one at 135?
Nobody said he's not going to fight nobody at 135.
Who's Tank fighting next? Who's Tank fighting next?
We don't know yet. It's not come out.
Is the WBA ordered? The WBA ordered for him to fight, for him to be the mandatory and give up that interim title that he got, or the regular title. So they ordered that fight, and on the flip side of that, the WBC has ordered for Shakur to fight. So Devin Haney, he got some choices to make.
That's what I'm saying. But then
Shakur Stevenson has been on record.
Shakur Stevenson.
Shakur Stevenson has been on record. Shakur Stevenson has been on record saying, I would fight Tank Davis, and I know I will be the B-side in that fight because of what Tank has done. So Shakur Stevenson has made it clear he's going to be the B-side. He's going to take the less money to fight Tank. So what's Tank's excuse for not fighting Shakur Stevenson? We all know he ain't fighting Devin Haney. We know that ain't going to happen. But if Tank wants to come out and say he's the man at 135, we've got Shakur Stevenson calling out Devin Haney, calling him out, making it clear that Tank ain't making it clear he wants to fight Devin Haney. He's been avoiding saying his name for years. We all know this. Yeah,
I know.
So money or whatever,
at the same time, that's why. He don't have no excuse right now because you're right. He don't have no excuse right now because the WBA just ordered for him to fight the winner of the Lomachenko and Haney fight. So now you could say if he don't take the fight, he ducking.
No, he could have taken the fight ages ago, but he decided not to take the fight. This is the point I'm making. It's still going to be down to money.
That's not ducking. That wasn't. But Haney just got that.
No. Why? Hold on. But that's with anyone though. Anyone can take a fight. To fight anyone. Like at the end of the day. But everything has to make sense. Whether it's money, whatever it is, everything has to make sense.
It doesn't have to make sense.
No. Years ago,
there's one great man.
No.
Let me tell you a story.
Hold on. Let him talk, Edge.
Hold on. Years ago, you was not screaming that AJ was ducking Wilder when everybody knew that he was ducking Wilder. You were sitting there making hella excuses for AJ for not fighting Wilder, bruv. So don't try that.
I'm not going to let you try and use those distraction tactics, yeah, from what's going on right now. You're trying to
it's facts. It's facts.
You're trying to deflect.
Okay, no.
We're sticking to the topic.
Okay, well,
we're sticking to the topic right now. You're trying to deflect, and we're gonna get distracted by Wild and AJ, and I'm not going no Wild and AJ talk. Let's stick to the facts. Now, what's happening with Tank and Devin Haney.
I don't know if you know about arguing, but you can actually use certain examples to buffer your point. My point being,
your examples are terrible.
Hold on.
You use fucking Fury Wilder to describe Lomachenko and Devin Haney.
My point being, AJ was in the position where he could was in the position where he was the highest paid boxer. Everything was in line for him to fight Wilder. This is what YG's saying. Nothing was in line for Tank to fight Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson. There was nothing in line. There was reasons why it hasn't happened. That's why he's saying now if he doesn't fight him,
I'm just hearing excuses. All he is excuses. Let me tell you what one great man said. One great man said, you know what? I had to suck up my pride. Yeah. Yes. Because at the end of the day, I wanted to be great. And I said that. Floyd, goddamn Money Mayweather. Hey, Devin Haney is gonna make a choice. He's gonna do what Floyd Mayweather did. Yeah. He had to go, you know what? I need to be great. I'm fighting somebody, who's got all the belts, and I have to maybe suck up my pride and take less. But if I beat this dude, I can dictate whatever I fucking want.
Days.
You mean
So, and this is Devin Haney did it. Devin Haney did it. Devin Haney did it against Kambosos. A famous, more popular guy than Kambosos.
So you're
saying Devin Haney said, you know what? I'm gonna take less money. So when I beat Kambosos, then I'm the fucking guy and I can do whatever the fuck I want. He hasn't done that yet.
Who haven't done that yet?
Mayweather had to do it. Floyd Mayweather had to do it. He said it himself. I had to suck up my pride. I didn't want to do it. I hated it. But I did it because I knew if I win this fight, it's going to take me to where I need to go. And Tank hasn't done that yet. Devin Haney, Tank Davis
but there haven't been nobody in position to make him have to do that.
That's what I'm saying. This guy is talking, bro.
What Devin Haney is undisputed. He's the undisputed guy. He's the guy who has all the belts.
Now he is.
He was undisputed when he beat Kambosos the first fight.
But he had to run it back.
And then he ran it back and he won that time. What was the excuse then?
But what we're saying was Devin Haney was in a position
and then after
do that.
He had to fight.
Well, you're not understanding.
Lomachenko was up next, so Devin Haney wasn't even in a position to move around. He had to fight his mandatories, and the way it's looking, Tank Davis could be his mandatory. So that saying actually goes for Tank Davis. Tank Davis really he can take that fight, but he has options, like how you said. Tank can move up, and he could fight the winner out of Lopez and
Teofimo Lopez.
So he like that's the only thing about it. He has options to fight people in different weight classes. But even though if he do that, I would think that's a sucker move because he could have fought Ryan Garcia at 140 and he made him come down to 136. To me, I think Tank shouldn't even fight at 140 no more, unless he fighting somebody for Undisputed or a big fight. Because it was funny that they even made Ryan come down to 140.
Man don't want to fight Devin Haney when he almost knocked his ass out.
I don't even bother to talk about some sparring video from fucking 20 years ago before Jesus was born.
But you just sat there and said that. But you see, but you just sat there and said that prior to Devin Haney winning the belts, Tank didn't fight nobody, right? To you, still hasn't fought anybody.
Like, look at his record. What's Tank's biggest win? Let's go back. What's Tank's biggest win?
I guess
exactly.
Santa Cruz.
Your biggest
win. Okay, look,
your biggest win is your last win.
Okay, Ryan Garcia. Yeah, and he had to. And what did he do to Ryan Garcia? Suck him down to what?
136.
Exactly. So then, who's his second best win?
I guess that's when you could go to Santa Cruz.
Wait till he has to move.
Wait, Ryan Garcia fought Luke Campbell, what weight was that at?
That was when he was still at 135.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, all he did was tell him to make 135.
No, but he
No.
he
He
had
put a
already
rehydration clause in
he
his
had
contract.
already started fighting at 140. He fought at 140 and Tank fought at 142. Tank beat
He put a rehydration clause in his
Pedraza.
contract. Let's not forget that.
yeah, he bought Pedraza, which so
Yeah,
they
beat
both
Pedraza, but like I said,
not
Tank went
Pedraza,
back
he
down.
beat
Oh wait, hold on. But then when
Barrios.
Tank fought Pedraza, how
Bruh.
many fights did he have in
Tank
between?
beat Barrios, not I don't know.
But Barrios,
Bruh, like I don't Edge. I can't
was
believe
like
you're
3
saying
years
them
ago.
things there. Like you don't have to fight him, you know. Like you really see the thing is what you gotta understand is that when Brian fights you, if he's the A side, he would do that as well. Okay, whoever's on top does that. Like what are you talking about, bruh? Like Canelo will do it to whoever.
But like,
Whoever's you don't have to fight them, you know. Like you can literally say fuck that, I'm not fighting him. The reason why he fighting him because bruh, he ain't had nowhere else to go. The guy's not serious as well. He's not dedicated. The way he came in there showed no respect, bro. He must have thought he's a little guy. I'm gonna roll up. I can just bully him, bro. He was snapped, bro. Tank snacked him nicely. It wasn't nothing to do with the thing, bro. Ryan looked healthy. He got his ass beat up. Now the draining and all that stuff. He's an athlete, bro. You don't have to do something.
The point I'm making is
he didn't have a proper trainer. He didn't have a proper trainer, consistent trainer. And you heard from Joe Goosen. Bro, he doing what I'm getting paid.
He wasn't serious.
He was Ryan, yeah, he weren't serious, bro. And you're blaming it on these weight thing. He only fought like 2 fights ago.
No.
Listen,
You're missing my point.
Ryan himself, yeah, is not making no excuses. He said he beat him. He needs to be more dedicated. That's why he's gone with.
No, but that's not. But the point I'm making is the point.
No, you're taking away the victory. No, you're taking away the victory.
No. But the point.
Tag is 5'4", bro. Dan's in 6 foot, bro.
Yeah, but the point.
He's already got reach advantage. Why don't I don't know? The point is why do you use your jab? No, the point is why you got all that reach advantage. Why are you not jabbing? Why are you just straight look at that? Why are you not jabbing? I don't want to hear no bullshit.
The point is, I'm not talking bullshit. I'm talking facts. The fact is that Tank, yeah, he won the fight, knocked him out. And I personally think, yeah, if there was no dehydration clause, then the fight, then Tank still probably would have won in the end. But the point I'm making is why is Tank and his team put that clause in the first place?
Bro, he didn't have to.
That shows weakness.
Why
it shows
is
weakness.
he not boxing? No, bruv. No, it doesn't show. No, it doesn't.
Yes.
So we talking say, all right.
Wait for a rehydration clause in the contract. It shows weakness.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I've got him. When Canelo fought Bivol, so it showed weakness then, right? Bivol just took it because he had nowhere else to go. Right? A lie? When Canelo fought Mayweather, where's he going? Where's
Canelo. But Canelo didn't put no restrictions on Bivol, didn't he? He put restrictions on Bivol.
Yes, there was, man.
Restrictions on Bivol.
Yes, there was.
Was there a rehydration clause in the contract? No, there wasn't.
You never heard about Canelo weight, bro? You don't know about Canelo weight.
Yes, I know about Canelo weight, but you're talking about Bivol. You brought up Bivol. I'm talking about the A side.
I'm talking about the A side. The A side always does that. And I'm talking about when Ryan Garcia had the wrong tactics, he didn't have his camping order, and you're trying to take it away and blame it on the weight. It wasn't the weight. He blamed it on the wrong strategy. He fought the wrong fight, bro. He fought the wrong fight. No, there's no problem. He fought the wrong fight, and he.
Yeah, but like at the day, that's what people are looking at. That's what people are looking at.
No. You're looking at.
People are looking at.
No.
That's what people are looking at.
He lost because he's an idiot, bro. Simple as that. He's an idiot. And going forward,
Tank won the fight. He won the fight. But at the end of the day, it's a sign of weakness. Because when you coming in,
are you mad, bruv? Are you mad?
Of course it is.
Are you mad, bruv?
Doesn't matter. A side could do whatever they want.
You know what? You makes you laugh, right? No, makes you laugh. So you're trying. Are you in your mind, yeah? In your weird mind. So Tank is weak after he knocked him down and beat him up to the body. So Tank is weak.
Let's say Tank is mentally weak.
What weakness are you talking about? Where is there any weakness in this?
Let
me ask a question, yeah? When was he ever on pay-per-view? Ryan Garcia. When
was Tank on pay-per-view? His
last fight. His last 3 fights. His last
and how much did those pay-per-view do?
No. We're not gonna go there. I'm saying,
okay, now you don't want to go there. Okay. Now you see where we're gonna go with this. Okay, we see where we're gonna go with this. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna see where we're going with this.
Ryan has never been on pay-per-view.
Ryan's first pay-per-view has done more than all Tank's pay-per-views put together.
So Ryan had to take Ryan had to take the biggest fight for the money. That's what they fight for. These are prize fighters. They fight for money. And in the fighting for money, you have to do certain things. That's all it is. Oscar De La Hoya did it to Floyd.
but it doesn't
And
matter.
we can go on the list. That's what boxing is about. There's no weakness in it.
Don't matter.
If you don't want to do it, don't take the fight. No, and he fought the wrong. You're not being a critique, yeah, and understanding that he fought the wrong fight. Why are you giving?
I know he fought. I know, yeah.
So what are you talking about? Weakness. Where's the weakness? Where is the weakness? Where's the weakness in the guy for the wrong fight?
Let me tell you where the weakness is. Yeah, let me tell you where the weakness is.
No, you heard about the weight. I don't want to hear that bullshit about the weight. Don't want to hear it.
No, but it's true. It's true.
Don't hear it. No,
listen. I know you don't want to hear the truth.
No, it's bullshit. You know what?
Why are you putting a restriction clause?
That's
in a weight dehydration clause in a contract in a fight that you think you're going to win.
No, you're out here nitpicking, trying to look for things. Let me say something.
It's not nitpicking. It's a fact. I'm stating facts here, mate. All I'm stating is facts. There's a rehydration clause in the contract.
One mic. Yeah, both can't tell
No, I got the mute button. I'm ready to mute it when I'm ready. There, yeah. Or you see Katie Taylor's fight. Yeah, I'm straight. When you see Katie Taylor's fight.
Now you're threatening me now because I'm giving out facts.
No, why'd you bring it up? I'll just tell you what it is, yeah. This fight today, Katie Taylor for thingy, right? It was the same type of thing. Katie Taylor used all these little things. She got her ass beat, bruh. She got her ass beat. That's what it is. The bottom line is that Tank won the fight. Tank's the guy. He's the fucking cash cow. All these guys, yeah, are looking at Tank saying, well, boy, he ain't that big, right, bruh? He can hit hard, but I can beat him. Like, you want to see these fights. You don't want to go in there saying he's weak and this, that. Ryan got his ass beat up, bruv. Beat up.
Yeah, like, look, he got his ass beat. We're not disagreeing with him.
He's a casual. We're not
disagreeing with that. We're on the same page.
No.
On the same page. Tank got his ass beat. I understand that.
No, see with Lomachenko, right? See with Lomachenko today, right? And Devin Haney beat him. All we want to do is look on the guys that we like and make excuses for the guys we like. So that's what it is. Let's give credit to the winners. Even though how they won, that's what they won, we can move on. But everyone's got their opinion. But, bruh, I'm not going to allow people, when you fight the wrong strategy, to give away a fight, regardless of how you came in, because you chose to do it like Eubank and Ben. Right? Eubank and Ben. Eubank decided to come down the weight. Everyone's like, what are you doing? His dad was complaining. But Eubank said, bruh, I can make the weight. That's what he agreed to. We don't like it. That's what he agreed to. That's what they're going to come into. That's their problem. As a fight guy, why am I fucking worried about this guy that you want to do anything for money? Certain people do anything for money, as Ryan Garcia did. That's what it is. Look, and you know what? If Ryan was on top, yeah. If Ryan was on top, Ryan would do it as well. Ryan would do. If Ryan was on top, if Ryan was the A side, right? They would have fucked. Because look, Mayweather never forgot De La Hoya.
Ryan was the A side and did the same thing. I would say the same thing about Ryan Garcia. I'll say the same thing about Ryan Garcia. He did the same thing. It don't matter. I said the same thing to Canelo when he fought Daniel Jacobs. I said the same thing about Canelo. I say the same thing. If you are a mentally weak fighter, if you're gonna put rehydration clauses in people's contracts, if people go down in weight, that's down on them. If you're fighting at 140 and it sounds like 147 and they decide to go down to 140, that's on the fighter. Yeah, that's a negotiation.
It didn't bother Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao. It didn't bother Terry Porter. It didn't bother Sean Porter when he fought Adrian Broner. Many guys have overcome this. All you got to do as a fighter, regardless of whatever the rehydration clause, is break the right strategy. All you got to do is do the right strategy. And Ryan didn't do that. That's as simple as that. That's what you're not looking at. There's no mental weakness in it, because end of the day, you're getting compensated by the money. This is what you don't understand. You're getting compensated by the money. That's why they're doing this for. So the money you're gonna get, yeah, the money you're gonna get for you losing weight anyway, you're gonna get compensated. That's what this box is about. So when you get in there, it's up to you now to that's what boxing is, overcoming.
If Tank Davis was 100% confident, yeah, that he was gonna beat Ryan Garcia, he would not be putting that clause in the contract. There'd be no need to.
Yeah, you know what? I told you how. Listen. Tank is 5'4". Tank is 5'4", bruv. Ryan Garcia is like 5'11", bruv. The height and reach disadvantage. Right? No. They weighed up. The Oscar De La Hoya weighed up and said, bruh, you got the height, you got the reach. Bruv, that rehydration clause doesn't mean anything. And Ryan never. Unlike you.
Anyways. Why you listen to Oscar De La Hoya?
Unlike you. Hold up. Ryan,
why you listen to Oscar De La Hoya anyways?
Bro, listen to this guy, bro.
Why do you think?
I got put you on mute, bro. Like, Ryan, unlike you, yeah, because you're talking over me, right? Ryan, unlike you, has never made no excuse on the weight clause. It's only you talking that rubbish. It's only you talking about mental weakness. No one else is saying that. Ryan gave him completely respect. He said he beat me, a fair guy, and that's it. Simple as that. So don't be putting words into people's mouths that the fighter's not saying himself. There's no weakness about Ryan ain't saying that. Ryan say, bruh.
So we bring up the press conference.
No,
We're gonna talk about the press conference.
Yeah, because he said it.
What did he not mention in the press conference?
What did he mention in the press conference? What did he say?
What did he not mention? Why are you putting weight
What did he
clauses in
say?
the contract? The press conference, if you're confident of beating me.
No.
It was Oscar De La Hoya.
He said a fair guy. He said a fair
Oh
guy.
yeah, but you just said that Oscar De La Hoya is convincing Ryan Garcia. Don't worry about the weight clause. It's just da. But then Oscar De La Hoya went on the press conference and he was saying, "What else?"
After the fight, Ryan, go ahead, do it.
Hold on, no. At the press conference, it was Oscar De La Hoya that brought him up, and then Oscar De La Hoya.
But EJ just said Oscar De La Hoya probably went to Garcia and said, "Don't worry about the weight clause."
No. Hold on. No, but the thing is, you're gonna make EJ. Hold on.
No, I never said that.
Wait. Regardless, you're gonna make EJ's point anyway because Oscar De La Hoya said that at the press conference where he brought up all that shit, the stipulations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, wait. But then Oscar De La Hoya in the Fight High interview said that Ryan was the one who accepted all this. Ryan wanted it to happen. I tried to convince him not to, but he wanted it. So you made your bed, lie in it, bruv. That's it. You made your bed, lie in it, fam. There you go. What do you mean? Ryan was the one who accepted. That's like.
But that's not the point I'm making. That's not the point I'm making. You're making a different point to the point I'm making.
The
point I'm making.
Hold on. But the thing is,
like if I said to you,
wait, go on.
Well, no. But what I'm saying is that regardless, you're sitting there saying, "Oh, he's not confident. At the end of the day, if you put an offer out to me to say, "Okay, cool, go rob this bank, you could be rich," but then the end of it could be you could potentially go to prison. If I go and do it and I go to prison, that's on me, bruv. It's not on anyone else. At the end of the day, so the thing is, Ryan accepting all those stipulations doesn't make Tank a guy that's not confident in that. At the end of the day, you didn't have to take the fight. You didn't have to take the fight. No.
Yeah. So let me tell you a different analogy. Different analogy. Yeah. If me and you decide to have a boxing match, yeah, and then I say to you, okay, we're gonna have a boxing match, but I want the clause in the contract that I want both of your hands to be behind your back while we fight. Yeah. You accept it. You accept that because you want to fight me badly. And then we go in a fight and I beat your freaking ass.
Yeah.
Into a pulp. Yeah. Then the questions that people are gonna what are the people gonna say?
What?
You're money hungry. You're do anything for money.
Yeah,
that's what you're gonna say. You're gonna say you're desperate for money. You're gonna do anything for money. And you're a fool. And you're a fool as well. And you're a fool.
I'm gonna tell you what they say. I'll tell you what they're gonna say. I'll tell you what they're gonna say. I'll tell you what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, "Raw, you're dumb for getting you're dumb for accepting that deal." That's what they're gonna say. That's it.
And then on the other hand, they'll be like, "Wait a minute! If you're having a proper fight, why is he asking to put 2 hands behind his back? Then if you think you can beat the guy,
what's so funny?
If you think you can beat the guy, why am I asking to put 2 hands?"
They're gonna say why did you accept it? You dumb.
Yeah, why did you accept that deal?
Yeah, but then on the other end of the coin, they'd be like, "Why are you asking to have 2 hands?"
No, they're not.
They will. Yes, they will.
No, they're not because
yes, they will.
No. Because
you'll get compensated for it. Go ahead, Dwayne.
Hold on.
When you get beat, because when you get beat, you be like, if I put my hands, I'll whoop your ass.
Hold on.
Right?
But the difference is the analogy you gave, you made it seem like you're perfectly fine, and Ryan Garcia had advantages over Tank that Tank couldn't have. So Tank just had to balance it out. So if you said to
me, Tank had to balance out the advantages.
Yes. So, but that happens with every fighter, though. The only division you can't do that is heavyweight.
No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Every fighter has advantages over the other fighter. That's the whole point of fighting. Everyone has advantages. Do you know what I mean? That's the whole point. But no one doesn't put clauses in the contract to put a disadvantage, a physical disadvantage on the contract.
Do. Why did Floyd fight? Why did Floyd drain Canelo?
Yeah. Why did
Floyd drain Canelo? Was he not confident? Was he not confident?
No. Canelo's people was trying to get the fight so bad that they put that like, we'll come down to we'll fight you at 152.
Don't make excuses
so
after you
what
lose.
did Ryan
What are you
Garcia just
talking about? So why
accept
you make excuses after? That's what he's doing. Edge is
Come
making
on,
excuses.
bruv. You're
That's not
just
making
basically
excuses
saying
after.
you're basically.
I'm not
boy,
making no
you just
excuses.
basically
You
said-
are putting words into my mouth.
Go on, Dwayne. Go on, Dwayne. Go on.
Boy,
Talk your piece, Dwayne.
you just basically said that Canelo wanted the people wanted the fight, so they risked. So they basically gave what Floyd wanted. Ryan Garcia wanted the fight. So
Floyd
Floyd
never asked for that. They put that, and then he said okay. Like
yeah,
that,
but they weren't gonna get a fight. They weren't gonna get a fight.
No, they was. They was
said
going to
that.
get the fight regardless. They just threw that on the table, and because before the fight, they told Canelo if you beat Austin Trout, then you would get the fight. So once he beat Austin Trout, he wasn't. But they were so beasting to get the fight when they came to the table, they brought that up. That's why when they did the all access, Mayweather brought that up. Like I didn't want the fight.
Yeah,
hold on. At the all access, Mayweather broke that down. Like I didn't want that. I didn't want to fight you at 152. That was your peoples that brought that up. Because remember during the all access, that's when Canelo's people was like, we had to send his training partners home. Canelo's hurting people out here.
Yeah, why'd you look? Listen. At the end of the day, right? Edge. See the thing when it comes down. Take the L and go about your business, bro. Simple as that, right? That's what it's come down. Take the L, go about your business. Don't want to hear no bullshit, bro. Like if your guy look, Dwayne, look, real talk. I picked Devin Haney. I didn't like the way Devin Haney conducted himself, and I picked out of respect. Yeah, I don't like that shit, and I told YG already. I changed my mind and picked Lomo, but normally I wanted Devin to win for them reasons. Yeah, and it's the same thing with Ryan. I looked at Ryan and said, "Bro, he's got all these advantages, bro. If he does use his advantages, Tank's gonna in a hard fight." But the guy disregarded everything. He is rolled up like a dish. He showed up mad disrespect, and he got served. But you show respect, bro. And now if you look at the Lomachenko fight, Lomo in a way, yeah, the stuff he gets away with, playing around, all that shit, like, bro, like he lost, and we agree that. We're on to the next, but I'm never gonna take away credit from when you decide to handicap yourself and you go into fight with Andre Ward versus Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine Taylor said he's a light heavyweight, so I'm gonna come down to super middleweight. That was your idea, bro. No one forced you. You should wait.
You mean Chad Dawson?
Chad Dawson, my bad. Chad Dawson, yeah. No one told you to go down there and do that. Like any fighter decides to put themselves at risk and you go in the ring and you pay your money. I watch that shit. I watch that shit and I ain't gonna make no excuses. A fight is a fight and it's entertainment, but I'm not gonna call a fight a week for anything you accept it because they're getting highly compensated. Ryan Garcia has never been on pay-per-view. That was his first pay-per-view fight and he got turned over. And for me, he jumped from training. Now he's with Derek James. He's never been a dedicated fighter. Maybe if he goes to that camp, he might get dedicated, but the guy is on his phone, Instagram, and that's what he was sold on, the Instagram fighter. And he's good. He's good looking. But that's what he's sold on.
Moving
so
forward,
he wasn't gonna win, man. Go ahead.
Moving forward, though, right now, though, Tank and Devin Haney, them two guys, like especially like Devin Haney, if he don't fight Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis, or fight Tank. And he choose to fight some silly guy like Eva, or like he can't stay at 135 without fighting one of those two guys, basically.
Talking about he's fought one of the best guys at 135 already. Because Tank's like Devin's best win is better than all of Tank's best wins put together. Do you know what I mean? Like
no, but my thing
is who's Tank's fight win better than Devin Haney's win?
Because
I don't know why you against Tank.
What I'm trying to say is my thing is Tank, right now the WBA they ordered for Tank.
Why you banging on Tank, bro? I don't know why you're banging on Tank
for Tank to fight the mandatory, right?
Devin Haney beats Tank.
My whole thing is
Lomachenko beats Tank. Lomachenko versus Tank.
Lomachenko is going to retirement.
Listen,
retirement.
The WBA they ordered Tank to fight the winner out of this fight, right? But Devin Haney, he could go the WBC route and fight Shakur Stevenson. So that's what I'm saying. To me, I really won't say Devin Haney's ducking Tank Davis if he fights Shakur Stevenson. And I'm not gonna say Devin Haney ducking Shakur Stevenson if he fights Tank. But if he decides to fight neither one of those guys and then picks a guy out of the blue from 135, then I'm saying he ducking. Now Tank on the other hand, Tank is up against it too, because if Tank don't fight Devin Haney and he just turns down the WBA, like, nah, I don't want to fight him. And then he don't fight Shakur Stevenson because maybe Devin Haney moves up. And then them two don't fight. Unless Devin Haney, unless Shakur Stevenson takes he takes the WBC route.
You got a long way around, bro. You got a long way around, YG. They ain't
No,
gonna
because
fight, bro. They ain't gonna fight. They ain't gonna fight, bro. He's good. Like, he don't have to fight anyone, YG. He just had to fight.
He does.
He ain't gonna fight for man. No, he doesn't. There's no pressure. He's the bro. He's the undisputed champion, right? He fought a number of guys who came up. Yeah. Okay. It ain't gonna happen for a while. But what I'm saying is that, see where he is. I personally think if he looks at the thing and say, you know what, I'm struggling at the weight, I'm gonna move up, vacate the belt, no pressure, vacate the belts, bro. Because real talk, he look like he's struggling at the weight. How many times he said? We ain't even talking about how many times did he take to make the weight? How many times did he take? 3 times.
He made 3, and he tried. That's what I'm saying.
See?
Devin Haney's a liar, bro. He come out and he said, "Oh yeah, I made it easy." No, you took 3 times to make the weight.
So what, bruv? So what, bruv? So what? He made the weight. By the way, I've got the fight. You know, I put the fight into the WhatsApp group.
Good.
Look,
nah,
but he's really truly YG. Nothing. No, YG. I'm trying to say nothing certain. Nothing certain, YG. There's nothing certain. He can do what he wants, bro. Like, you could vacate the belt. You go this pay. Remember again, yeah. I think this is how many pay-per-views? This is his first pay-per-view or something like that. Like, this is one of his first pay-per-view fights. So really and truly, if you're looking at the numbers going to do well. In fact, I might have to do a rematch, because you know what? People talking about I didn't win the fight, bro. Devin Haney should just go straight back in and give the guy a rematch. There's so many angles you can go, but really and truly, trying to tell what he has to do, he don't have to do shit, bro. He undisputed champion.
Yes, he does
what he wants. That's where it is.
No,
he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He's fighting
the big fights, the biggest fight. Go ahead.
You've seen that happen with what you call already. Shakur Stevenson, he's definitely calling for the WBC for his title shot. So if he wants
that paper day, I know that. I know what he wants.
So that's what I'm saying. So if he doesn't, if Tank doesn't take his mandatory with the WBA, then he's going to get stripped. Then Haney going to get stripped because he has to fight. He has to fight either one of those guys.
No, he don't have to win anything. No, he doesn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes, he does.
You don't have to do anything, YG. No, YG. Listen to what I'm trying to say to you, bro. You just beat a Hall of Famer in a fight. Now, controversy, you got to look at the numbers and say, look, how much numbers we get? And they're going to say, look, they want a rematch. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give him a rematch. We're going to make it bigger, because people felt like Lomachenko won. Or you go Shakir. Now, you look at Shakir. It's a harder fight. Boy, he's next in line. All right, I can just vacate the belt.
Take the
you can do what you want.
That's
cool. That's fine.
EJ, they just took 2 titles from. They took 3 titles from Josh Taylor for the same reason.
Josh Taylor. He don't care. He ain't complaining. I haven't. I've heard him complain though.
They did the same. They did the same.
Taylor's not complaining. Have you heard Josh Taylor? Have you heard Josh Taylor saying, "I want my belt back"?
This is what I'm saying, EJ. This is what I'm saying. Like how you said. This is why I say he's up against it. Either he has to fight one of those 2 guys, or he's gonna have to give up the titles. They're not doing that.
No, listen, no.
They're not doing that. They're not doing that no more. You hold on to
the right now. He could just vacate the belts, relieve the issue of trying to fight Shakir, because really and truly, it's a fight that, boy. You know what? If I'm my team, I'm looking at this fight, and you're like, I'm looking at the fight. Goes, it's a hard fight. Maybe we don't need it now. There's no build up, and really and truly, there's no build up in the fight. No. But you see the thing. No, listen. There's no build up. I could just vacate the belt. I could fight the winner out of Josh Taylor versus Teofimo. That is for me, and it's better at the weight because he's struggling at the weight. That's a better fight for him. I think he beats one. I think he beats one of them too at 140. That's why I feel you try and go for undisputed another weight. I feel that's a better angle than staying at the weight that you're struggling at. That's what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying, and
he can do what he wants at this minute, right?
That would be
just beat Lomachenko. Because Tank didn't even beat Lomachenko. You know how many people wanted to fight Lomachenko and do a job on him, and the guy done a job on him. It wasn't like sufficient, but he done a job.
That'd be a smart move for him to do. But publicly, if he doesn't take one of those two fights, the Shakur or Tank, he's gonna get abused on the YouTube in the public in the hood media.
He be getting
because
a lot. Go ahead, YG. Go ahead.
Let me just finish my point because a lot of people already are going to jump on the bandwagon that he lost this fight. Like the people that's already rooting for him to lose, this was ammunition and they gun for him. And then on top of that, if he ducks even both of those fights, and then don't fight neither one of them after his pops was going on all of these shows talking about how he want that smoke with both of those guys. Because remember, his slogan has been these guys that say everything but let's fight. And Shakur Stevenson, he done said he want to fight already. He's the number one challenger. So if he just gives up the title, he's gonna be no better than what Lomachenko was when he's gonna be the same thing as Lomachenko was when Lomachenko ducked him.
Yeah, you're right, YG. He don't give a fuck. Straight, you don't give a fuck.
That's why they.
I think he, like Anakin in Star Wars when the bitch ass went to the Sith. That's what Devin Haney's doing, bro. He like, yo, fuck everyone. I'm gonna push him. I'm gonna ruin this image that everyone's got of me as a good boy, a good boy. I'm gonna push him and make people hate me, and he don't care.
Nah,
if you're American, yeah, to a certain point, you're like, yo, you know what? I don't like this boy, but you know what? He came in and done his thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're American,
I don't think he thought that people was gonna. I don't even think he cared that people would I think that while he was talking all that smack to Lomachenko, wasn't showing any effects of it. So he just pushed him to try to make Lomachenko uncomfortable. That's all that really was.
No. He pushed him,
like I told you, what you call it?
He pushed him struggling at the weight, YG. He's struggling at the weight, and he's
not that too. A lot of the frustrations probably came out, but now I'm gonna say another thing that I said when he came out, and I can't wait to go. I'm glad that you dropped that link in the chat. But Devin Haney was real nervous in this fight.
No, yeah, he's always nervous.
The first few rounds, no, I'm talking about he was like you. I seen it in his legs. He was nervous in that fight.
Yeah,
he was nervous.
That's natural. That's natural. This is his first top fight. But this is why. But this fight will put him in good stead now because he's fought someone who he's probably not going to fight someone like this for a while now because Lomachenko is one of the greats. Like he's one of the top elite fighters of I would say in the era like of Lomachenko. At 130, he's unbeatable. 130, 135. The height is the difference. That's where he's weakened.
I don't know if he was unbeatable at 130.
I don't know about that.
If he just stuck around for, I still think Shakur Stevenson would beat him at 132.
I think at 130, Lomachenko can't be beat. I think he'll be too good.
I think if I'm Tank's people and Lomo's available, I think we call for. I think we do the Tank fight, a Tank Lomo. That's the fight that people wanted years ago.
I think Tank will after this performance from Lomachenko. I don't think Tank's gonna go near Lomachenko.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah, bro. You know what? Yeah, bro. Listen, this is the thing about
too
boxing,
smart,
man.
too crafty.
No. Bro, he just lost. That's who you don't understand, right? Now,
not yet.
I know he lost.
The only way the public could buy that, I think, if Tank come out and be like, "Oh, you know what, man? I feel Lomachenko won that fight. Yo, Loma, I respect you. I want to fight you."
I ain't nothing to do with that.
I'm talking about Tank would have to sell. He would have to sell the fight to the public, right?
Nah, he don't need to sell the fight to the public. The people, the fans,
they would.
The fans who fought Lomo lost, right? And he's going into another big fight with another big name. You don't need to sell it, bro. It sells itself. Like Lomo challenging himself against a top tier in the division, right?
And
so people buy the fight out.
But to me, I can still make a case that Tank he'd be ducking Devin Haney to fight Lomachenko, a guy that just lost.
You could make any
I
case
just think,
anyway.
but the thing is
because
Lomachenko.
like I
The thing is-
just reminded you, the WBA they ordered for Tank to fight Devin Haney. So now at this point right now, somebody has to duck this fight because the fight is ordered. It ain't one of those public opinions where people like, oh, you like remember Lomachenko and Tank Davis. Nobody ain't really duck each other because that was just a public opinion. Oh, y'all two guys should fight each other. But Tank is the regular WBA champion, and Devin Haney is the WBA super champion, or however they break that down. And that fight has been ordered to fight. So one of them has to duck this fight.
Listen, no one
doesn't matter. Tank ain't fighting Devin Haney.
No one care about that. I remember
No one don't care.
No, but YG. No one cares about what you think about ducking. Keith Thurman was ordered, right? For the WBA, Keith Thurman was ordered to fight Mayweather. Like, so what? People don't care about that. When you on top, this is about money strategically, yeah, right? And you look at fights that I don't want to lose what I got. And if you're looking at Shakir Stevens fight, you're like, well, boy, is it the most tastiest fight? No, it's not. But you know a fight that I can win and move up and feel comfortable at? Now, Devin's game, he's got to look, do I stay? I took 3 times to make that weight against this guy. So he's obviously struggling at the weight. Is it worth my while to come stay at this weight when you know I'm not really this weight? Look at him. He's a big guy, man. To me, he looked like a welterweight in there, bro. He looked so big in there. Like, I'm watching this round 2. Lomo's fucking piecing them up in this round 2, though, ain't it? It's a good round 2. Like, when you watch it, sit back and watch the fight, it's very good, high-level, technical fight. Even Lomo at a vast age, but putting Haney in what he has to do, you can't do it. Like, he could do what he wants, bro. You know what I mean? Vacate. And the thing is, whether you think he's ducking, it doesn't matter, because as long as they give us the fights we like, we're good, man. We're good. Like Shakir Stevenson, I'm not high demand for that fight. I don't really want, like, I'm not really in a hurry to see that. I won't mind seeing a Tank fight, though. A Tank fight, I want that. I like that fight. I like that fight even better. But I don't know if Tank would want to fight Haney. Haney is...
I personally...
Wait, what fight you like better? You like the Shakur Stevenson versus who fight?
No, I don't like Shakir fighting Haney. I like the Tank versus Haney, because Tank's got power. Like Shakir's,
I think
it's too boring. It's too technical. Like it's too much of a technical fight, man. It's too much.
Shakur and Haney, that should marinate a little bit more. That's going to be the Spence and Crawford down the line. That's going to be the Spence Crawford fight down the line. I think that's just left to marinate.
Not really. Because
you know what I mean? I think,
I don't think that either, because I ain't gonna hold you. After watching this fight, I think Devin Haney might get picked off before he make it to one. I don't think Devin Haney's gonna make it.
No.
I don't think he's gonna get to 147 undefeated.
No. Like he fought Lomachenko, one of the best fights. He's not gonna fight like Lomachenko again. I don't think in a while.
If he fights Josh Taylor, he's losing to him.
No.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. Josh Taylor's done. Josh Taylor's done.
Tell him. I told him. I tried to tell him. Edge. I tried to tell him. Josh Taylor's done, bro.
The reason why
he's done at 140. He's done. He's done at 140. I wouldn't be surprised if Teofimo Lopez beats him. I would not be surprised if he beats him.
Teofimo gonna beat him, man.
I would not be surprised.
If
he beats him, if he beats Josh Taylor, it's Teofimo versus Devin Haney's moving up.
You seen what he did? You seen what Josh Taylor did to Ramirez on the break when they broke?
That's when he was fit. That's when he was healthy. He ain't healthy, bro.
That was at peak. That was peak Josh Taylor. That's not the same Josh Taylor anymore.
Nah, it's not, man. It's not.
He's done. He's done at 140. He needs to move up. He don't want to move up because he's got Crawford.
Spence. So he's
at 147. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's why he's staying down. If Crawford and Spence move up to 154, I'll guarantee he would have moved up to 147. But he doesn't want to move up yet because their two are still there.
Nah, but he's got Boots Ennis, and he's got
I forgot about Boots. And then there's Boots too. I forgot about Boots. I forgot about Boots. Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? There's all those guys. Do you know what I mean? It's just like there's killers in that division. There's killers.
And the thing is, you got Matias, right? Matias from Puerto Rico, who just got one of Josh Taylor's belts as well. He's a savage. Josh Taylor said, I ain't fighting him. You know the one who killed Max Denishar, the one from Puerto Rico. He's playing around as well. There's some serious guys at 140 that Josh Taylor can't eat. Like the Teofimo fight, I don't see him beating. I think Teofimo hits too hard, bro. Like Josh Taylor's gonna get rocked up. Josh is good work rate, and but he ain't the same guy no more. I don't know why YG still banking on them UK bums, man. I don't know why.
I still think he could beat Teofimo Lopez because Lopez, he too flat-footed, and he don't know how to get away on the break.
Young and strong,
I see
man.
the same move that Josh Taylor caught Ramirez with, Lomachenko caught Teofimo with up against the ropes, and he just be having his head straight up in the air, like gonna knock his block off.
Nah,
I got him
too young
winning
and
on
strong,
points, but I wish I would have went back and bet on the stoppage. Like I think he gonna stop Teofimo Lopez.
I can't believe you bailed out on your man from thingy, bro. Like that's not like you, YG.
It's a bad matchup. That's a bad matchup.
If it's Pete Josh Taylor, Josh Taylor would win.
Fighters, you already see. Look what the Japanese guy did to him. The Japanese guy almost beat him using his jab and movement, and that guy don't got half the footwork that Josh Taylor got.
Pete Josh Taylor beats Teofimo Lopez. Pete Josh Taylor beats Teofimo Lopez, no problem. Might even stop him. I just don't know. Josh Taylor's the same Josh Taylor anymore.
I think even past his prime, Josh Taylor beats because he still has the attributes, his jab, and he clinches. He does all the things that frustrates Lopez. Lopez don't like when fighters clinch him. He don't like when fighters are rangy that could jab him from the outside and move around, and he don't like fighters that are educated in the that's just not going to just stand there. He almost gave it up versus Lomachenko. From Lomachenko moving around so much, like it's a bad matchup. But as y'all say, Lopez was in a bad predicament too because he wasn't focused what he was supposed to be focused on, and now he's at 140. And he's like how y'all named all of those killers. He don't really want to fight none of those guys either, because most of those guys are bigger than him, and it's the same thing. Reach advantage.
Us guys in the UK know more than that. YG, I'm trying to tell you, bro. In the UK, we know what it. Me and Edge know what it is, bro. We know Josh Taylor's done, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that guy no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that guy.
I get it though. You wasn't a Josh Taylor fan even when he was.
Here we go.
So
no.
Why would you like him now?
See, that's what see YG. This is what YG does with that. That's what he does. YG trying to pick some bias there. Listen, I'm trying to tell you what it is. Like Edge, if I think he gonna win, I say he gonna win. Like, bro, real talk. I just know he ain't the guy no more, bro. He ain't fought in over 2 years. Like 2 years. What's going on?
And like, the Teofimo Lopez that sparks people early in fights and does the backflip and doing all that stuff. He not that guy either. So the guy that
bums,
he
was fighting bums.
EJ Lilla, the guy's best attribute, right, is that his reflexes was good and he had good power, but his defense is never solid. He was never a solid defender. Like he's not a guy. He doesn't parry punches good, and he doesn't actually weave punches good either. What he does is he'd take a punch. Like his best knockout would be the Richard Cormier right, when he got hit right there. If you go back and he got hit too. But the thing is, he was just big enough and fast enough to land that punch, but he's not like when he fights Josh Taylor, he's not the biggest guy in the ring. He's not the bigger man in the ring. He's not.
Right. Right. YG.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
You already know what you already seen my betting ticket, so you already know. Like, I mean, my money's where my mouth is already.
But you know what?
Yeah, I know you be hurting. You be hurting for a while, YG. You be hemorrhaging money.
How am I hurting? And you just you talking about I'm hurting, and you see my
you lost the day. Like you lost the day. You lost to Katie Taylor. Yeah, Devin Haney on my ticket. Huh? Yeah, but Katie Taylor, you lost with Katie Taylor though. You picked Katie Taylor, right?
But Katie Taylor wasn't on that ticket.
Nah, but you lost with Katie Taylor.
Let's see. We need to see that. We need to see the
So
ticket,
that
man.
All right,
That's a magical ticket that change winners.
and you lost with Ryan Garcia, right? So right.
No,
then.
Ryan Garcia, but that wasn't that. That wasn't that what you call it either. Remember, that was after
you be hemorrhaging
that
money,
Ryan
bro.
Garcia fight was after the what you call it. I made that ticket the other day when we was on the phone
but
together.
you've been losing. You be losing. Bro.
How I've
Like,
been
so
losing. You just seen I've been winning. You wildin'. You've been losing. You switched over. You picked Lomachenko.
Yeah, I know.
I'm happy the guy won. You're as good as your last fight. The last fight you picked, you lost.
Yeah. You're right. But I didn't. But you know, initially the only reason I lost.
And you on record already, right? So that means you got Lopez over Josh.
I wasn't
Taylor,
record.
right?
I wasn't record. No, I wasn't record. No, that wasn't public. That was like in the group. That wasn't public.
Not public right now.
Nah, we're public now. You bringing up stuff in the group, but I'm just saying. But you was public.
No,
with some of them
just now. Y'all just said that Lopez.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
Just now, y'all said Lopez is gonna beat Josh Taylor.
Yeah, yeah. I might change my mind though near the fight though, but for now, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm about to say you remember that day I already got that on the ticket. Who I got?
Yeah. But what you see, think about when you make a prediction, yeah, things change. Like like Ruiz and
I know.
AJ,
I
right?
get that, but
like,
see me, I already put my money already down, so there is no changing. There's no flip flopping. My money down already.
Yeah, it's up to you.
That
Like
doesn't mean nothing. That doesn't mean nothing.
Nah, if you want to stay on your square, like that's how you are. You like to stay on your square. Like in the UK, we ain't got no square. The squares move around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can bet a year from now. Oh, Spence versus Crawford, or Spencer's gonna win, but that doesn't mean shit. Like, you know what I mean? Anything can happen between now, or think Crawford could lose, Spencer. Anything can happen in that period of time.
Nah, I mean, it's funny that you brought that up because that they actually put that fight up on the betting ticket, and I picked on that fight too.
Who did you pick?
Who I picked? Who I've been picking?
Who?
I've been saying Bud is gonna win that fight.
Okay, you actually might get a first win on your ticket list.
Huh?
You might get a first win on your ticket. Because if you're picking Crawford, I'm picking Spence because your record in picking is terrible.
How? If we just named out I need to, well, you're not in the what you call it, but there's a list of what you call it. I'm talking about actually money. I could show you my gambling slips that I'm not a terrible bettor. I'm up on FanDuel.
My betting as well. So I'll bet on my fights.
And that's just not with boxing. That's with all the sports.
Yeah, like I only bet on boxing because that's the only one I know I'll win money on.
You know what I mean?
You in the WhatsApp group, you don't even talk, bro. You out here just quiet. What does
you know what? Yeah, because you got that sense that, you know what? I was on it. That's on it. I'm always on it, but it's just like there's thousands of messages on there. I'm like, Jesus, how am I gonna go? Time I look through, there's another one. It's hard to catch up. Even when I was scrolling down, I was pressing the scroll down button to get to the latest one. It took me ages. Like it was taking me 2 minutes to get to the
because you haven't been on the WhatsApp for long, so it stored all the messages up until you come on it. That's because you ain't on it.
Yeah, but you can always.
I'm not on it every day. I'm not on it every day, but I do check up on it like now and then. But by then, there's like obviously a lot of messages.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, only big fights make people come out though. Cause there's a lot of people on the group, that I've added. They don't even speak, but like you obviously this is a big fight. That's what we turn up. But that's like this.
No. I'm back. I'm doing HM50's launching again. I've moved. Obviously, HM50's coming back. I'm doing a video. I'm dropping a video.
You
tomorrow.
Know, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I have lied to you. You seem like you're matured because that shit. I wouldn't expect you to say that. I thought you were gonna come out with some Lomo defensive shit. I was like, I was ready to burn him. I was like, I give you credit. I disagree with you on the Tank. You trying to say Tank's weak, so that you ain't changed that much. But boy, other than that, you that surprised me about the Lomo because everything you said there was right on point. The clean, effective punches and everything like that. I'm watching it right. I ain't gonna lie, it's a very high technical fight, right? So if anyone said it was a robbery down the stretch, the only thing they say on the card here where 116, 112, like people upset about that scorecard, but the right guy won the fight in regards to if you're looking on the criteria.
I said that earlier to Dan, like
if I only call things a robbery.
Dan, like, yo, how was that? What you call? I'm like, Dan, when did you have it? He like, oh, I had it 7-5. So I'm like, all right, you had it 7-5. The judge had it 8-4. He had 1 round difference. That's like I know. I guess when you score in a fight, a 1 round difference is a big thing, but it ain't really a big robbery thing too, because
Nah, 2 rounds. That's two rounds. Yeah.
but
it's
funny
not a
because
robbery.
that happens because like everybody had that, like, and you can't really you could complain because everybody had Haney winning the second round, but that judge had Loma winning it.
Mm.
I don't know, man. The judges, the
that's
judges made the right decision in the end, but like, you know what I mean? It's just. I think the judges were basing it based on the cleaner punches, because like looking at the fight, if you're a casual fan, you're looking at it thinking, what? Lomachenko's putting it on him. Oh my god, man, this is it. But then, like, that's what you're looking at. But then, if you're looking at it from a technical standpoint, it's like how many of those actually landed? Do you know what I mean? Like that's the technical. Like Devin Haney was not hurt at no part. Like the only time in Haney's career where he was hurt when he fought Linares, he got hurt and he was struggling in the last few rounds. You can tell he was hugging. You know, he was hugging like he was lost.
You know,
cousin.
but you think about that fight, right? Even though he got hurt, he didn't get knocked down, and Linares is an idiot because he hurt him. He didn't even open up and do him again. So I don't know what Linares is waiting around for, because we talk about the Linares, but you got to look at how Devin Haney finished the fight strong. You know what I mean?
And this is what I'm saying. Like, no.
Go ahead.
That's what I mean. Like, no part of the fight was Devin Haney proper hurt. Like, do you know what I mean? He wasn't proper. He was no part of the fight was proper hurt. Like Lomachenko was throwing a lot of punches.
I tell you what. I think it was a mistake. Yeah, I think it was a mistake for Lomachenko not to fight Devin Haney when Devin Haney was in line. I think that was a mistake. You get me?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking he should have fought him 4 years ago.
I ain't gonna hold you too, though. I know Devin Haney. He learned a lesson tonight too. He learned that there's really different levels to this boxing thing. Because even though like that pressure that Lomachenko put on him in them last 4 rounds, he ain't never experienced nothing like that.
No, he was fine, man. He was fine.
I think this is probably one of the best. I think this is probably one of the best technical fights I've seen in a while. Like in regards to two people operating at the highest skill level, and this is a good fight to showcase to everybody.
No, he wasn't. Them angles,
skills.
Them angles and stuff, and he churning and like he was giving him a lot to think about. That it bothered him. It took him. He couldn't process all of the stuff that Lomachenko was doing.
Loma's missing a lot. Like,
I don't think Devin's gonna have. I don't think Devin Haney is going to have a much harder fight than he had against Lomachenko, because I think
he will. Shakur Stevenson.
I don't think he's going to say harder fight. I mean, like I just think that in regards to
much harder. He's a taller, faster, rangier southpaw, bro.
Yeah, but like I just don't think.
But
I just don't think it's going to be as technical. Devin Haney had to think a lot in that fight. I don't think that in any other fight he's going to have to think a lot. Against Tank, he's not going to have to think. He knows what he's going to do. He's going to. But I don't think. I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be a technical fight. It's not going to be. Everyone knows Tank's game. Everyone knows Tank's game. He's not going to have to think a lot in that fight. He's going to do what he has to do.
Those two fights.
One mistake against Tank, and you're on your back, bro.
Yeah, those two fights are way.
It's not going to be a tactical fight. It's just him having to have one game plan, and that's it.
Trust you wildin', Edge. Those two fights, the tank fight for the fact that Tank could put you to sleep is a mental pressure on you like no other. And
that's mental. But I'm not talking about mental pressure.
And the Shakur fight of the fact that you begin the same thing with Lomachenko, that he could get undressed out there and outbox. That pressure on you is totally too like.
Yeah, no, but I'm not talking about pressure. I'm not talking about mental pressure. I'm talking about tactics. I'm not talking about a game of chess. Lomachenko versus Devin Haney was a game of chess. It's not going to be a game of chess against Tank.
The tactics that those guys use becomes turned into pressure. Tank pits tactics with his knockout power that would put pressure on his opponents that fatigues you too. And Shakur,
but that's not. But he doesn't. But it's not a case of having to think. Or it's not a case of having to think about what tactics I have to use to defeat this opponent. It's the case of Tank. Everyone knows Tank's game. He fights the same in every fight. He's not changed in his fighting style. He's not changed his fighting style. Like, when's the last time have you seen him fighting with the jab the whole fight and winning the fight based on the jab? He doesn't do that. He goes for the knockout. That's how he is. That's his fighting style. Yeah, that's his fighting style. He's a counter puncher,
But
and
all
then
right,
he waits to open
does
his
he?
fight.
But does, has he?
But it's not. It's not.
Has he
He's
got
not
the
going to
knockout?
switch up.
But has he got the knockout in different ways? Is
Hmm?
is he getting the knockout the same way, or is he getting the knockout in different ways?
The same way. He's a counter puncher. He's like he did when he fought Ryan Garcia. What did he do? The first knockdown. Ryan Garcia tried to do the overhand.
He finished
He
that
tried to
fight
do the
with
overhand. He dodged it and he countered.
He finished
When
that fight
Rolly knocked down Rolly, what
with a
happened?
body punch,
He
right? He finished that fight with a body punch. He finished Rolly with a counter left hook.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a counter punch. It's a counter punch.
But it's a counter hook.
That's what
it's a counter hook, right? So he finished him with a counter hook. He finished
against Devin Haney. You can't do that against Devin Haney. He's too small. He's too short.
What you mean he can't counter? We just seen Lomachenko counter him.
Yeah, but he ain't Lomachenko. He ain't got the feet. He's flat-footed. He ain't got the same feet as Lomachenko does.
If you're
going Tank to Lomachenko, that's what I'm saying to you.
You making no sense because if you
okay, let's break this down. Let me break this down for you. Let me break this down for you.
Hold on. Is Tank a good boxer?
Tank is a good boxer.
All right. So does Tank show boxing skills?
Some.
So if now, as we broke down, that Tank uses different punches to get you out of there. So Tank is while Tank is in there with Devin Haney, he's gonna be looking for a counter punch to get him out of there. So is it gonna be the uppercut? Is it gonna be the hook to the body? Is it gonna be a counter punch upstairs? He has plenty of tools to do that. So Devin Haney, he knows it. Devin Haney has been in the ring with him already. He's been in the gym with him. He's been at his fights.
Yeah, what I'm saying to you is the key part. This is what I'm saying to you. The reason why Lomachenko was successful is because he's managed to get in the inside and throw his jab. It's the footwork. This is what people don't understand. It's the footwork of Lomachenko. Usyk is the same. These Ukrainian fighters, it's the footwork is the difference between when you're to supreme world class level and not. Even Devin Haney does. I realize even when I realized in this fight that Devin Haney doesn't have the footwork that Lomachenko has. The footwork, if Lomachenko was the same height and thing as Devin Haney was, then Lomachenko would have won this fight. Because he's fighting at disadvantage.
You think Lomachenko has faster feet than Tank Davis?
He's got faster feet, and also as well, his positioning, his footwork in regards to positioning to where he needs to go to get his shots off is much better than Devin Haney than Tank. Because let me tell you this.
You hear me?
Let me tell you this: the footwork, how Tank fights, how you beat Devin Haney is how you beat the Tank. What this fight has shown is how to beat Lomachenko and how to beat Devin Haney. This is how you beat Devin Haney. He has shown a blueprint. What Lomachenko has done is how to beat Devin Haney. So because Stevenson has looked at this fight and think, okay, now I know in Devin Haney that I have to fight. Because before that, there wasn't any really no weaknesses I saw in Devin Haney. But Lomachenko has shown that. No fighter has got, even Shakur Stevenson doesn't have that footwork. I've seen him fight at 130. I've seen him fight. I've never seen him I don't know. He maybe has the ability, but he hasn't shown it yet. I don't know. I'm basing it based on what I've seen. From what I've seen from Shakur Stevenson, I have not seen him have the same amount of footwork or put a pressure on a fighter the same way that Lomachenko can. So for me, from what I've seen from his fights, in there. That's why I think that Shakur Stevenson and Haney's going to lose. If Tank fights Devin Haney, he's going to lose. It's like he's for the highest level, just shows or put Devin Haney in good stead for when he fights in the future. Because he's not going to fight another fighter like Lomachenko, I don't think, in a long, long time.
I don't know about that. Why'd you bounce out, Edge? Because he can't take the smoke from you. You know what I'm saying? You still there?
The smoke. Yeah. Can't take the
Yeah,
smoke.
no, it's good. No, it's good though, like, well, it's good to see your back and stuff like that. But I'm
Yeah, man,
watching
I'm coming
it.
back, man. I'm coming back. I've been away, like, because I had to move. And all my equipment and stuff, I couldn't fit none of my equipment, so I couldn't do no videos anymore. Broke,
Okay,
so
that's
I couldn't do nothing.
hey,
But now
hey,
I've
wait,
got a new phone, I've got a new
yeah,
camera,
go
I've
on.
got new facilities. So now I'm gonna be back on doing videos again. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you can
So
drop your videos in the WhatsApp group. Now,
yeah.
AJ's maneuvers. Now you got to look at AJ's maneuvers, right? And Wilder, they made the biggest mistake by not fighting each other. You have to agree on that. That they should have fought each other when they were both at the top and they were both undefeated, right? Because they could have made so much money amongst each other, and now they're just grasping for straws. You know what I'm saying? Because Fury and Usyk, like, Usyk's got some hard fights though. But Usyk, like the bigger fights, they shouldn't. They like at least we get a fight like Haney and a Lomachenko. We get a good fight. That's a big fight. I'm glad we get it. Like Lomo's just is he past his best? I don't know. I think he's still Lomo. I think Devin Haney was better, but
I just think
yeah,
that
I can't, you know why?
140.
You know what? He was coming on so strong, yeah. And if people thought he won the fight, then Lomo is not past his best because you can't say he's old because if people say he won the fight, so you get a fight where a young up and coming guy with inexperience, he learned so much, and Lomo's still that guy. So maybe they do a rematch, they run it back. It'll be a bigger stadium. If they run it back, I think it'll be a bigger fight because Lomo have starting to prove like they should run it back in a rematch. If I was Haney, I was like, yeah, but can Haney maintain this weight? This is what I said to you, YG. But in regards to AJ and them things there, I always felt like, when people said AJ didn't have to fight him, he don't sell, and that was all Eddie Hearn's talking points. And I feel like they missed the bigger picture. End of the day, you got two guys in their prime. We can get one champion, one face, and they should have fought. And if you think about it, AJ would have beat him. Like, still AJ would have beat him. Like, I look at it now, and all the factors I weigh, and I like Wilder. Yeah, he has power, but technically, if AJ is a bit more defensive and he still hits, I think AJ would have beat Wilder. And I think it was a big mistake they didn't make that fight because Eddie Hearn now is confident and happy to make that fight because he's seen Wilder beat down, knocked down. And he said, and even Reed's like, bro, AJ would have beat him. And he's thinking, what was I worried about? Like, what was you trying to protect AJ from? Because like the real danger was Usyk, the guy who you signed. He was the real danger, man. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? Go ahead.
Like first off with Devin Haney, like I just think his future. I personally think 140 and sign with Eddie Hearn again. That's what I think is gonna happen. Because he signed the top rank.
He signed back with top rank. Now forget it. Eddie can't make no fights. He can't be with him. All the big fights on ESPN. It's American.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he hasn't re-signed yet because I think Devin Haney was making it. It was hinting that he's gonna leave after this fight. No. Unless it's some breaking news.
He said he. Yeah, that's what they said. They said he re-signed with. He's re-signed. He's gonna re-sign with because that's where the bigger fights are. That's all around his weight class. Top rank has all the guys: Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez, Shakir Stevenson, and that's where the belts are. That's the
only thing I was thinking he might re-sign because the Josh Taylor versus the fight is gonna offer that, and Eddie Hearn,
everything.
That's the only reason why I was thinking that he could re-sign in regards to the aspect of it. But
Eddie Hearn can't make no fights for him though. Eddie Hearn, what Eddie Hearn did for him, he's already on course to get a shot for the WBC, and he won that. And he put freaking what's his name again? He put other guys in front and didn't give him the fight. The fight that everyone wanted to see was him, and Eddie Hearn couldn't make the fight. As soon as he got with top rank, within seconds, he's got this fight, that fight, undisputed champion. So you're gonna stay with the network and the biggest network in America, and it's pay-per-view. This is pay-per-view tomorrow. This is gonna be on Sky Sports tomorrow. The main fight here is gonna be on Sky Sports tomorrow, and the Haney fight and thing because it was on Sky Sports, like you said, right? So they're gonna put that on Sky Sports, more visibility, more names, and Haney goes forward like he's a big name around the world. Is he the most exciting fighter? No, but if you bring a good dance partner like Lomachenko and like that, people want to see. And people look, I ain't gonna lie.
I thought that fight was entertaining.
It was controversy sells. Like it controversy sells, and even if I think Devin Haney won the fight, majority of people don't. They want to see the fight again. Like they want to see Devin Haney again. I think if Devin Haney, he'll put a better performance in a rematch. I don't think Lomo can get any better than he is though, because that was Lomo.
Can't get.
Nah, he can't get.
You're right. I don't think he can. You won't be able to. He won't be able to get any better. He won't be able to get any better than that. I don't think personally. But I think Devin Haney will improve in the second fight. He'll definitely.
But he
try
might
and still
struggle for
work.
the weight though. Yeah, but you see the thing about Lomo, right, and Devin Haney. I think he struggles with weight. And if you look into the crowd was diverse, bro. Like there was enough people in because you remember it's Vegas, right? Look, Haney's from Vegas. He lives in Vegas now, even though it's LA. He lives in Vegas now, so it was a home thing for him. Lomachenko and his team and stuff like that. They was the one who ducked Haney, and this is the results now. And this is something I want to point out, Reggie. Now, a lot of people don't understand, right? When you're not when you're the champion, right, you get a chance to pick your opponents. So Haney picked Lomachenko, so I want him. That's the guy I want to beat, and he proved it because he picked him, right? But Lomachenko's people, when he was on top, didn't want to pick Devin Haney because they knew that was awkward fight. And I feel like Haney, if you're Haney's people, you're looking at Shakir, it's like, nah, I don't want him. But Tank, I'll take that. I'll take that fight. He's a southpaw. I think I've got a better chance. Yeah, I think Haney looks at Tank and says, I'll take Tank. I'll take him. He's short.
He's looking at Tank the same way that Tank was looking at Ryan Garcia as food. That's basically
I don't think Haney looks at him as food though. I think he looks at him as like stylistically, if I can box and keep my discipline, I can beat him. I don't think he looks at him as food because you're not gonna roll up. Because look, even Haney ain't knocking no one out, bro. Like literally, like from here on onwards, yeah. All these top fights, Haney's just gonna beat you on points. He's not gonna knock you out. That's this fact. And see, Lomachenko himself, there's no punches. If you look at Lomo's face, his face is kind of swollen a bit. You look at Lomachenko. He outsworked people and stuff like that, but he picks the opponents. Well, this is the first fight since Teofimo that he hasn't picked. Like Teofimo, he didn't even pick the Teofimo. Teofimo was next in line. And this is what I say about when you have great champions, right? They can have long defenses of their belts, fighting all stars. That's when you know you're good, because you're fighting all comers. And the matchmaker, the matchmaker is not really involved, really, because the guy's earned the right to fight you. And that's when, guy can defend his belt. So I give credit to Devin Haney. But the next guy in line is Shakir Stevenson. And he realistically, it's like, yo, bro, forget that. I don't see like this is a hard fight. I don't think they're looking at that as like a fight we need to take if we don't need to. So I think Haney's people might swerve that and say, you know what, we're gonna go up. We struck, and they got a good reason. Like, I'm struggling at the weight. I'm real struggling. It took me 3 times to make the weight and stuff like that. So and that's not a good sign. That's not a good healthy sign when you got to take 3 times to make the weight. You know what I'm saying? And he looks so big in there.
Yeah, for Devin Haney, he's done when he's beating the top guy at 140. He cemented himself fighting one of the legends and beat him in a very tough fight. So I don't think he's got nothing to prove at 135 anymore. He's an undefeated champion. Do you know what I mean? And he's fought 2 world champions, 3 world champions back to back. I think he's fought Linares, then he went and fought Kambosos, and then he's gone and fought Kambosos again, and now he's fought Lomachenko. So do you know what I mean? So he's fought like a lot of tough fights back to back.
They weren't tough. The second fight was easy though. The second fight against Kambosos was much easier than the first fight. Easy.
I think the second fight against Lomachenko will be a much easier fight now, because now all the nerves will be gone.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but the funny thing about, I think if you fight Tank, the reason why people probably can't fight Tank, because Tank, like you say, he gonna put rehydration clause and all that. But Haney's people gonna say, well, why can't you just fight us no matter weight? So that's probably why that fight probably won't happen. But Shakir, you don't have that problem with Shakir. As you're looking at Shakir, I looked at Shakir in the ring. He looked like he can be a welterweight now. So Shakir, he wants his shot at Devin Haney. I mean, how big is that pay-per-view? I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Shakir's got a big mouth though. He can talk hella. He'll talk up the fight. I
don't think they're both top-ranked fighters. I don't think that fight is going to be the fight that they'll be looking to do. I think they'll be looking to build Shakir Stevenson and build Devin Haney. That fight is going to be a super fight down the line. They're going to let him out. I wouldn't be surprised.
He's next in line. He's next in line, bro. He's next in line for the belts. So he's the next challenger.
Devin Haney will move up then. He's going to be one way or the other, but I don't think they're going to let Shakir Stevenson and Tank fight.
Yeah, but what are you moving on?
Tank, I mean.
Yeah, but what are you moving on to? Like there's no.
He's moving on to Undisputed against Unified against Taylor or Lopez. They offered it to him next. They said, "Fine with us, and we'll give you that fight next."
That's not Undisputed. They only got 1 belt, bro. He's only got what is it?
Unified. I changed it. I said Unified.
But it's not even Unified, bro. He ain't got what? He's only got 1 belt. So Taylor's only got. Yeah, he's just got 1 belt. bro. Like he's only got one belt now. All the belts have gone this part other than one. I think
Ways and the other guy's got the two belts. What happened to the other two then?
Nah, what the TFU ain't got no belt.
Oh, just Taylor's got two, only.
No, he's got one. That's what I'm trying to say.
One. Where's the other Queen's gone?
He gave them up,
He's
bro.
got one.
No, he's gave them up. He's only got one belt, bruv. Gave them up. Didn't.
So why is he going?
Bruv. That's what I said to you about the That's what I said about the Puerto Rico. Yeah, because he don't want this. I told you. What did he say? Yeah, but listen. He signed with them. Like you still got the marquee. You can give up the belts, bar one, and that's the reason why. And he's picking a guy because he'd rather fight Teofimo than fight that style of Jack. Jack Catcher was holding. I mean, look, I gave the fight when I watched the fight. I gave it to Josh Taylor. People like, oh, what do you mean? I said, bro, he was holding. How many? And the referee. Yeah, he should have been a world class referee because he should have been disqualified or took points off Jack Cattrall. That's what should have happened, didn't it? Because he's not. It's a world class fight. You're not allowed to hold that many times as a challenger. The guy was holding excessively, and you only go by the knockdown. But other than that, what did he do? So if you're just telling like, I want a world class fight against a guy who's coming up a weight, this is perfect. His style's perfect for me. Josh Taylor's picking. No, Josh Taylor's only got one belt. And as I said to you about Matisse, the guy from Puerto Rico, these guys have got his belts, man. And what's his other game? Rigo's Progress. He's got one of the belts as well. Nah, everyone's took the belts, man. And he don't want no part of them. Josh Taylor's no hurry trying to get them belts. So the way he looks at it is, I've been undisputed. I vacate. And the thing is, there's no pushback. Have you noticed, Edge? There's no pushback on Josh Taylor vacating the belts. None. Whatsoever. So I don't know why there's stigmas in Haney. If Haney decides to vacate the belts and not fight certain people, say let them earn the right to fight me. You know what I mean? I've been undisputed.
There's no stigma because he's beating Lomachenko, man. He's got a name on his record now. Like he can go to and go, look, people say I ain't got no name, I got Lomachenko on my record now. So now people can't say shit. You know what I mean? Like, love people ain't sleeping in their bed tonight. Love people upset. Man, you won the fight, man. I say, man, you Lomo homos, yo, get out of here, bro. Like, listen, if he won the fight, show me how he won the fight. What significant punch in the fight did he land on Haney to show that he won the fight? And they can't tell me. All I know is Haney was beating his body. It was not a robbery. Yeah, a robbery means that like Lomachenko won from start to finish, and they gave the point and they gave it to Haney. No, but that didn't happen.
Lomo just, I don't really rate him, bro. Like, I just, like, he was never that. He's just, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't, honestly.
I think.
Now, he used to overwhelm you and just turn angles because he's very short and fast, yeah? But he couldn't do it. He's old now. That style can't work against a younger guy. Like, because your arms are short and you got so much movement. Like, he's very fit. And like at 135,
that's why I said he should go down to 130.
No, but he was there. But at 130, yeah, it's at 130. They're fast now as well. So even when he's the reason why he went up because he's the faster guy, but not against a younger guy. This is how boxing balances up himself. You know what I'm saying? Because Haney is younger than him. So Lomo normally is faster than everyone else and all that, but it doesn't work with Haney. Like it neutrals itself out, and then Haney's got the IQ as well. So that's what it comes down to, the boxing IQ. So they thought, yeah, we're gonna win that. Like there's so many people in the crowd, yeah. Just like I've never seen so much black people in the crowd in Vegas, bro. Haney's got a whole heap of support out there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. So
his support is getting bigger and bigger, man. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna tell you, he's becoming controversial because he pushed Lomachenko and he beat him. I think he's coming controversial. And another thing as well, he's trying to draw that Mayweather kind of like image, like, you love me or like me, but love me or hate me, but you come to see me. And I think that's even better than Tank. Because Tank, people just don't like Tank because he's associated with Floyd. That's it. But this guy Haney, bro, listen, he's turning into the bad boy, and he ain't so bad because you know what I mean. At the end of the day, like you had the Christian versus the Muslim, and the guy, the Ukraine, and the guy from the States, and really and truly, the guys in the States. I said, listen, he's from America, he's from Vegas, he's a Vegas fighter. We're gonna roll with him, bro. That's it. We're gonna roll with the whole time fight on that. And you know, at the end of the day, that's how it's supposed to be, bro. Like you're the young. There's more legs on Haney. Because look, when no one was on top, bro, he was boring, bro. He was boring. Like he was boring. He's boring. He was boring. He came to UK. He ain't sell out nothing. There wasn't no pay-per-view. Big draw against Luke Campbell. I mean, how many, bro? He's boring, bro.
Just about the Lomachenko press conference, his manager is saying they're going to appeal the decision to Devin Haney.
Yeah, they want a
They're
rematch. I know
gonna
them.
appeal.
Yeah, they want a
But the
rematch.
thing is, once they look at the tape and they review it and they look at it, then they'll come to their senses and they'll be like, all right, cool.
Vegas is never going to overturn a decision. So
I mean,
you're the foreigner. The thing is, they got to understand you're the foreigner, right? You're not from America. The top rankers invested a whole time into Devin Haney. He's an American, and there's mega fights for him. But Devin, when you look at Lomachenko with all the war, you don't even know when he's gonna fight next. Why the fuck am I gonna invest in him? We don't even know when we're gonna see him. When he was on top of the game, yeah, like they were boosting him all this, that, the other. But I was like, yo, you listen, he gonna go back in and get stopped. That's his management group are not too smart because, like you said, he might be a lower weight class, but he would have got beat at a lower weight class because the guys at lower weight class, they're faster as well. So boxing, it balances itself out. Everyone if you stay long enough in the game, you become you're going to lose. That's the simple as that. And that's what he wants.
Like Lomachenko, man, he's been Lomachenko has been a great champion. He's the
What's his biggest win? What's his biggest win? What's his biggest win?
What's his biggest win?
Yeah. He struggled, didn't it?
You're struggling, though. I would say.
Yeah, go on.
But like,
go on. What's his biggest win?
Like,
he struggled. He struggled. Like, he hasn't got one. He hasn't got one.
The problem is Lomachenko is that he's very good. He makes everybody look. Like,
no. You ain't answer the question. Who's his biggest name he's won? What's the biggest name he's won?
It's probably. Actually, what do you think is his biggest name?
Nah, I'm asking you.
I would have said Linares. I'll probably say.
That's terrible. That's terrible. See, you can't even do it no more. You can't do. You know what? You can't do it because all the guys he fought, right? Never. All the guys he fought, they were like there. Like, if he beat Devin Haney, right, the next generation guy, it would have meant something. And arguably, people say he did win the fight. So but at the end of the day, yeah. You look at Lomachenko. He's been. Remember again. He picked a lot of time when he was on top. He had good guys. That he didn't rematch Orlando, whatever his name is, the Mexican guy who beat him for his first world title. That's the guy he never thing, right? And the Teofimo Lopez moved up a weight, so he couldn't get that one. But this one here with Haney, like, bruh, listen. End of the day, like this is a reach too far for him. And like you said, he's a smaller guy, really. But in the day, he was the faster guy, but not no more.
Okay. Look. Let's say who's his biggest win. You can say, look, Linares. But then you can put the same thing for Tank Davis. Like, Tank Davis' biggest win.
Gary Russell Jr. would probably be the first one. That's what I would say, right? But Gary Russell Jr., because he was a long time WBC champion, and he had that belt at featherweight. He had it for the longest. And he probably got the height. When you talk about Hall of Fame, he probably got the him and Guillermo Rigondeaux was probably. But
Rigondeaux. I forgot about that.
I know all of his biggest
things, right? Quit as well. Like, that's what I'm saying to you, man.
Nah, bro. Rigondeaux.
I forgot about that.
He came up 2 weeks. He came up 2 weeks, bro. But Loma was even happy about that victory. But this is the first time
I wasn't happy, but I said I. Go on.
It's the first time Lomachenko has actually like been upset. He said, I don't even want to talk about it. He's so upset with the thing. Normally he's like, even when he beat Thingy Rigondeaux, so I don't even talk, I give this guy credit. He took the fight because it in. But really and truly, like, you're not fighting, and that's his management. It's his management. They put fights in there that guys who are coming up a weight or whatever, or off a year layoff and all these things. And that's what it's, if you look at Lomachenko, he was off for a bit, bro. He bought a guy, he stopped a guy recently, and he beat a guy who's pretty good boxer. But this guy here, right? This Devin Haney, bro, you're talking about a potential Hall of Famer. Potentially Hall of Famer. Like, and they're still not giving him credit for being a lightweight, undisputed. Where's the last time you had an undisputed lightweight champion? You have to go all the way back to Parnell Whitaker, Like, literally, I think he probably the last undisputed lightweight champion. Like Adrian Broner wasn't it, nor was Terence Crawford. Yeah? And they were very good at lightweight, yeah. So you have to go way back here for undisputed.
Yeah, was undisputed at one. No, it wasn't undisputed at 140.
No, man. Listen, do you hear what I'm saying? At lightweight, not at 140.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, the last guy undisputed was Parnell Whitaker, right? And he was one of the greatest. So Devin Haney's in some good air. He's in some good air. But it will look down.
Man, look, I think he stays on the right track. He'll become Hall of Fame, man. He'll be undisputed.
Yeah, but he's
I can't see no one beating him at one more.
I mean, you see, second defense of his second defense of the undisputed championship against Lomachenko is a very good way to start off your reign. Your two wins. Gambosis is okay. The rematch, you beat the guy who gave you the shot, and you went back to his country as well, right? You beat another guy. You win your belt in Australia. Then you come back to the States in your hometown, and this is a home. Remember, this is a home fight for him, in Vegas, and you beat a legend. Yeah, it's good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, but so I think. Look, Devin Haney is doing what this is what I'm saying. Like Devin Haney, if he carries on the way he's doing, he's going to be a great. The thing is, and this is the thing with Tank. Like Tank. Like, with you name, what's Tank's biggest win? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Ryan Garcia, wicked win.
And this is the problem. This is the problem. Like,
good for him.
Garcia
Ryan was one of the top.
He's not gonna. Is he gonna be in the Hall of Fame? I don't think he is.
We're right. Yeah, the serious thing is about Ryan Garcia because
he's YouTube boxer of all time.
No. I'm not gonna discredit him like that because I can do that easy, right? But the thing is, the fact of the matter is,
I know you can. Don't worry, EJ.
Nah, you can. But you do listen. See Ryan Garcia. You could put him against Lomachenko. You could put him against Shakir. You could put him against a rematch with Tank. And all Ryan Garcia is going to do is be who he's been. When you got that height and that reach here, and you're not listening to your trainer, you're the fool. And you go into a rehydration clause. It's exactly. So
that's his problem.
You need to give yourself a fighting chance, to make things. And he's young enough to do that. Remember, he should have been. Why is he not a world champion? That's his dedication. So he's gone to Texas, right? Which is good. He's rolling up with what's his name again? Derek James and Anthony Joshua and all them guys there. And hopefully being around them champions or contenders can give him the confidence that he needs to take the sport seriously. But the man's too much on his phone, bro. That's his business.
You can't do it when you're around Canelo. He can't do it with nobody.
Nah, yes, he can.
Canelo, you can't do it around nobody, man. Yeah, but he was around Canelo, Andy Ruiz, all world champions at the time, and he couldn't do it.
Look at Canelo, right? Look at Canelo, right?
He's got no fight in no life.
Look at Canelo. That man's struggling, bro. Who's his last fight?
He might be struggling, but he's the work. He's got no one can't underestimate his work ethic in the gym.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean? And Canelo said himself.
I can, bro. Because when he got
Canelo
beat by
said himself.
When he got beat by Bivol, I said, bruv, this guy, he's been picking guys to make him look good. And Bivol sorted him out. And against what's his name again, John Ryder, it shows you
he's gone up to a too high weight, man. He's gone up to 175. He should not go 175. He should not, even when he beat Kovalev, I told him I was thinking he should not go to 175.
No, listen, that's his.
You know what I mean? I don't think he should even be at 168. I don't think he should be at 168.
He's got high work rate. You just said he's got one work rate, so he's obviously undisciplined.
Yeah, but
that's why he's
undisciplined.
He's undisciplined. That's why they call it Canelo weight, because he's fat and he eats too much, and they were talking about him being a cruiserweight. Do you remember that? They were talking about him fighting.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying to you. Like he's going up too hot. The weight is too high.
Disciplined. Yeah, he ain't disciplined. So that thing's gone out the window. So the reason why Ryan left is because this guy's not serious, bro. He eats and he comes in there, so he needs a disciplined camp. Derek James is the right camp for him. And I feel being in that sort of environment is probably the best thing for him, because these guys out here in Texas, you got nothing but all you do is train. That's it. You train, and you work on your craft, innit? That's what you need. You need that kind of like isolation to get you where you need to be. And you look at Devin Haney, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, he got all the wisdom from Floyd. He's got Zabjude, his dad in the corner. His dad, Bill Haney. They got a good team around him. I remember again from 15, he was projected to be this guy, from 15. Cause I remember if you type Devin Haney TV on YouTube, you'll see his first 3 fights on YouTube when he went to Mexico, because they couldn't fight him in the States, when he was 15. So he had his first fights in Mexico because he wanted to fight at 15. So he's been fighting. That's what no one's talking about. He's fighting from 15. He's been fighting from 15 right now. So he's right where he needs to be, bro. Right where he needs to be on the guy and the biggest stage of it all. Dad has managed his career absolutely perfectly and got everything right. Mayweather's been around the Mayweather, being around the Vegas team, moved to Vegas from LA, and this perfect. Like, no one actually talks about the guy who didn't really have any amateurs, barely any amateur fights, but turning pro. This boy his dad's dream. That's why they called him the Dream. And me, and I think that story's been lost in the big thing that the guy started at 15. We always talk about Canelo. He started 15. Devin Haney started at 15, bro. Like, what was you doing at 15? I mean, that's some serious dedication. That's serious dedication, right?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, this guy. No, look. Devin Haney's work ethic and Ryan Garcia's work ethic is light and day. Like, that's why he's undisputed and Ryan Garcia is not. Do you know what I mean? But like, at the end of the day, it comes down to like we're talking about the future of Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia.
One second, Patrick. Yo, Edge. I'm gonna have to cancel the broadcast for Edge, but appreciate you coming over, Edge, and then we catch up soon. Yeah.
Yeah, we will do, man. Well, I appreciate you having me on. Yeah.
All right, nice one, Edge. We'll talk soon. Yeah, take care, bro.
Take care.
Yo, Patrick. Yeah, Patrick. What's going on? Yes. What's going on?